that. That's what I'm hoping for, okay? I'm hoping for some competition this week.
You talking about Dells? Were you calling out Dells?
Yes, I am. I'm talking about Dells. Dells, let's see if you can stop being whack, and let's get to some not whack action. Flux versus Black Shikamaru. First game of the day. Let's get it.
Yo, going up against this Blanca, though, definitely going to have the tools. I love this jumping light kick, but look at that Flux already challenging in the right position.
Yeah, though, nice way to get... Oh.
This is definitely an interesting pick out of Flux. Yeah, we'll catch the flow. This is definitely an interesting pick out of Flux. Opted to rush down with this Mika. Doesn't want to deal with Blanca shenanigans that much, but has to block anyway. And didn't hit with the face. EX ball, and now going back in.
Yeah, gonna do an ender there with that command grab. Definitely a smart way to end out the round. Flux waves, you know, I'm admirable on the Mika pick. It can be really difficult to lock down Blanca, especially if you have a Blanca that's really good utilizing the Blanca ball tool. We're seeing that they're kind of keeping Flux waves in the corner, so he's gonna have to keep him in his place.
Gonna have to put him in the corner. I got EX to try to get outside, but it didn't work. My man's tripling down with the Blanca balls. He said, I wish you'd do something. I wish you would, because you ain't doing nothing. Black Shikamaru, yo, on the verge of, putting around on the ground. Let me see it, dog. Let me see it.
Yo, look at that. Not a lot of punish coming from Flux waves on the bad Blanca ball. Now we're gonna see it, though. Oh, no, doesn't convert the combo. Black Shikamaru coming out, locking the corner. And now we're gonna see some more stuff. No activation! Uh-oh.
All right, but the up ball tried to both of them swing to the other side of the stage there with their EX specials, but still Flux can't quite seem to find a punish for that Blanca ball. It was either heavy or medium on block. They still couldn't dash up and get the punish. Black Shikamaru with the big jump to close out a round, a piece now on the board.
Wow, opts for the charge roundhouse instead of dashing. My goodness. Sorry, go ahead, Flex.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it was a strong end to the round there. I was surprised too Flux didn't have that activation. He held on to that V trigger. So I'm not sure if he's just hogging resources for fun or, what he's got going. That full meter on both ends. There's the activation we're finally seeing.
EX on the wake up. It did not land. Oh. Are you kidding me? That's so unfortunate. And Flux is struggling right here. This is usually the person that we see, taking these tournaments and things like that. But here we go. No matter who you are, who you pick, when you're locked in the corner with the V reversal.
Yo, gets him with the Steiner, the chin buster, the jumping light kick, though. Good challenge. Flux wave cashing out. EX coming up. Going for the simple stuff. Afraid of the EX bust out a little bit here from Black Shikamaru. The Flux found the momentum.
Yeah, and he finds it, right? Afraid of it, but still looking for it. He finds the big bait there with the jump over, got the final blow to take that first game for himself. Flux wave still looking strong here on the Mika.
Yeah, I will say he ended things out pretty well, but again, it seemed like he was having some difficulty trying to lock down Black Shikamaru, and that's one thing you have to do with Blanca as such a mobile character is kind of keep him locked down and keep him stuck in that position. So might see here from Black Shikamaru maybe a character switch of some kind, or maybe just a breather going back into the screen.
It was just a few minute things away from taking that round. I like in the first one where he saw the bar at the bottom in terms of V-trigger, he just neutral jump. He knew what he wanted, and he was like, dog, I'm going to catch you coming on in. Flux with the first one was really scrappy. If Black Shikamaru can get it scrambled, or get that, over easy instead of scrambled, I should say, then he might be able to come out on top. But Flux is like, let me get the scrambled eggs, dog. That's all I want in this plate is just scrambles.
Yo, that's all Flux Wave wants, right? Wants some sausage, wants some mushrooms, wants a big old bowl of scramble, delicious flavors. And I wonder if maybe that was just a nerve match, like feeling things out a bit, catching like the speed and the rhythm of Black Shikamaru. Like one thing when you go up against a Blanca player, there's like 4 different types of Blanca players, and all of them are terrifying. So maybe now that Flux feels that they have a rhythm for the wildness of Black Shikamaru, we might see some patience, some more calm, and it might be a little more of a convincing set. Or maybe Black Shikamaru will bring out the crazy mixes that we don't believe in.
Yeah, only time will tell here as we get into the beginning of game 2 here. Opening up strong here is Black Shikamaru, controlling some of the space here, not letting Flux Waves get too much. And I think we see now the V-skill and V-trigger switch up here. I know that there was V-trigger one last time. I'm not sure about the V-skills, but Flux is definitely still trying to roll around the screen and find a punish for these Blanca balls.
Yeah, it seems like, again, he really is having that hard time trying to keep Black Shikamaru locked down. you know, I do like the command grab there. I'd like to see more of it. Going in with the back throw, though, he's out of that corner.
The reversal. EX connects with an anti-air. The weight and the bait. Yo, the blessing, the finesse. And now it's big boy damage on the deck. The Dishko, assist me.
Yeah, finally saw that confirmed.
One more mix.
Whoop. There's a stun.
It's done.
Yeah.
Flux.
Yeah, absolutely. It's done there. Flux now on match point. Will he be able to take it here? Black Sheik Over had such a strong start, but locked it down a couple of times by Flux Wave. And look at these reactions. Oh my goodness.
Using the EX as an anti-air, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, this is the pressure I like to finally see here from Flux Wave. You know, you gotta use that good Mika pressure. You gotta use the heavy kick. Ooh, and the crush.
But not for long. The big bust out here from Black Shikimaro. The space not really getting in his favor, but he just hops in, tries to get triple crouch medium kick. That's a little greedy. Letting the mic play out. Got caught.
You can't block a ball over microphones. Those are expensive.
Oh, he tried to wait and something to the Disco. Oh, it's one more touch. One more tap and they'll do it like that. Flux talking to him for a second, saying, dog, your shoes, everything ugly. Try to finish him off with the mic check, but still gets the light stuff. Just a dab will do you. Flux will take it over Black Shikimaro.
Yeah, rough there. I think he missed the EX up all that he was going for, so Black Shikimaro ended up dropping the combo and got punished from Flux Waves waking up, recognizing the situation, doing the quick rise, and getting a punish there on that whiff Blanca ball. So good stuff out of Flux Wave, having that recognition, and Black Shikimaro, you know, just looked like had what they wanted going for them, but just a little bit of nerves, a little bit of misexecution, you know, caught him, going to send him down into loser's bracket.
Yeah, again, you know, this wasn't a clean sweep from Flux Waves either. Even though he managed to pull through with a 2-0, I have to say it seemed like he really struggled there at the start. It could have been tournament nerves, but I will say the Mika Blanca matchup can be really difficult. You have to play very, very oppressive, and we weren't seeing that at first from Flux Waves. And again, too, I think Black Shikimaro really exploited that and kind of bounced around and really kept his mobility up. So that worked out in his favor. And fortunately, he's still in the tournament, just on a loser's side. But is he going to be able to maintain his momentum? We will see.
Yeah. So
I think
we
that
can also see is the. You think the Blanca's got it? You think, I think honestly that Blanca's kind of godlike, because it was just a few steps away in that first match to take it, and all I feel like is just a little bit more wild, not mild. That's what I'm trying to see. There's too much neutral. Throw the neutral out the window. You don't need that as a Blanca player. You know, I know people will get offended about that one, but you don't need that. I want to see the mixes, the greasy, grimy stuff. Let me see that, Black Shikimaro. Let me see that. Also want to see Match Reno in the chat, ! Match Reno, run it just like that. Put the code in, put some love in, and I want you guys to tweet this out. Let the people know, your moms, your dads, your online parents, let them all know, because guess what? We got more to show up here. You see the step 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. It's easy.
Goodness.
So easy.
Listen,
it costs nothing but a few keystrokes and your time. And you can also do the sponsorship quest as it's shown on the right-hand side. If you got a little extra change in your pocket, you can always contribute it to the prize pool, because you guys know the bigger the prize pool, the harder these players will fight, and the more spice we will bring to the mic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually specifically only bring spice if there's a big prize pool. If there's not a big prize pool, I just kind of phoned it in, to be completely honest. Like
esports,
baby. If there's not money, what's the point? So you know. Oh shit!
So
wait, really?
Yo, my favorite player's name, Z's Nuts, coming through against Brutus. The big boy, small churn. Z's Nuts gonna lay it down on Brutus, but can he do it against the big boy, small churn? Just, you know, rolling that stick like this, like an unfulfilled nun. All we're gonna see is gonna get it done. I'm curious. What do you guys think? What's going on here?
We already know, like, the memes that are gonna come from this if Brutus takes it. The memes are gonna be quality. They're gonna be chef's kiss if Brutus takes it. And Brutus is powerful. He's a strong competitor. So.
Yeah, I think on either side we're gonna get some good memes about this, because either these nuts is giving it to Brutus, laying it all over him, or you know, Brutus doing Brutus things, and just small boy big churn is way to victory.
Yep. Yeah, I want a T-shirt that says like an unsatisfied nun. I just want it. I need that shirt.
Just thinking about Brutus and being like, I have to have the power of an like hasn't had anything in a long time. Is the butter's real hard to churn, and she's really putting her back into it. That's what if you're Brutus, you got to do that because that is Akuma. You're going up against the top character of the game. A lot of people out there might say it's Seth and this and that, but I think the variance of Akuma and his tool kind of lend that kind of ability to be able to like stay in the game no matter who he's fighting, but you can't get touched or tapped, right?
And there is like a 90s R&B song about this situation, right? About churning that butter. You can do it. Put your back into it. You can do it.
Oh my god.
Put your ass into it. That is about churning the butter.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good butter churns.
I was going to say too that
people, but
it's okay. At least I got the reference, so you can't be that old. But I will say the interesting thing is going to be Brutus plays big boy characters. He plays Abigail. He plays Geef. So that Akuma matchup, that's a bigger hurt box. So, and Akuma's got some cheeky tools that can really exploit that. So, Brutus is a really strong competitor, but I'm worried he's going to have a hard time against the Akuma matchup if you can't combat those tools.
Yeah, to see. I feel like Brutus himself loves the matchup. I was going to say, tiny health. You got the medium punch button to check a lot of the fireball pressure at that mid range, and even with the medium kick, the things that Akuma wants to do, you got to go to Geek. You got to be in front of that face sometimes, and you got to be careful of the flex.
Yo, let's talk about this purple bear costume Brutus is rocking. Top tier all the way. And right now we're seeing some very patient, very clean neutral. There's that medium punch that was mentioned. Yo, the fierce to go past the knee. Uh-oh.
Both these players are trying to play some intense footsies, but the first big grip going to small boy, big churn. Brutus getting all the damage, but raw TP. Let's go.
Yo, I can't believe that worked. Goes for the Demon Rossetti.
Yeah, backing off a little bit there. I don't blame him. Still trying to hold on to that V trigger. The thing I appreciate too, Brutus. Oh, that's gonna be a punish for sure. Why did you do that?
Listen, I think he thought he had the hit, but he didn't have it. One more hit to do it. Yep. Dealing with the demon flip, backing away. Brutus was just one more touch. You know what? It's two more. That was the first one. Everybody gets one. The next one's gonna knock you out.
It's an appetizer.
There we go. There's the main course right there. Lay on the table the Lariato.
You do not throw fireballs near Geef. He's got that lariat on deck, 3 buttons, mash in the face. Here comes Brutus now, in control.
Yeah, the man went for the cross up there, nice lariat afterwards. But pull him through again. I like this armor. It's going to be a really strong tool in this matchup. Worked out there for him too.
Yeah, you say work like out there for him?
Misconfirm, but gonna keep himself safe with the V trigger.
That was a pun. That was like a nice pun right there. To like, worked out bear for him. Let's go. I see you, Flex. I see what you did there. Don't pretend like that wasn't real, because I heard it.
All right, and this is the rough spot, right? Like you see Brutus have like an 80% life lead, 80 or 90% life lead on you. As Akuma, you have so far to go. You're in V trigger. You have nothing left. You just get scooped.
What? A reaction to the EX. Yo, you play with them things. I'm like, me too. Let's go. Dog.
Oh man, yeah, he did not give him a second to even think about it. Brutus was on deck. He was ready. He said, "Oh, it's my cue. All right, I'm going in."
He's getting fulfilled.
In the sky.
Oh,
I can go.
let me read the script here.
Take a look.
Oh, look.
It's in the book. He's churning butter.
Oh wow. Oh, never mind.
He's churning butter.
Tom, I can churn anything. I had to join in the Tom special right there. Tom got me singing out here, got me feeling unusual. Brutus feeling unusual too with these EX air command grabs. Yeah, he's getting fulfilled. That's the first one. Can he get to the climax? We'll see.
The nun just needs it. The nun needs to unload for another quarter. Let's see. Oh, Z's nuts switching to the president, bringing out the president.
Round 1.
Yeah, I guess if one thing doesn't work, you try and try again. All right.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I agree with you there, Flexiss, right? You pick something different, you try a different thing for the matchup, but you have to imagine that Brutus is ready for this. And so far, these ranges that which Brutus is flexing, looking sharp, looking strong.
Yeah, and you have to remember this match starts getting more troublesome when G gets a level up, which we haven't seen at all, but out of range to punish the sweep.
Typically a matchup that is in favor of G, and right here you get the throw, try to get the V skill, or I'm sorry, the level up, I should say. The level 2 presidentiality, able to eat through a lot of the armor, and that fireball, a pain point, runs through with the axe kick, the flip kick, I should say, stocks up for level 3. Don't get touched. It could be a wrap like that if he gets that jab buffer going.
Oh, the goes for the reset!
Managed to jump away.
Oh no.
Oh, you're locked
Now,
in a
mind
corner.
you, too, these nuts got metered. There's the activation.
Yo, and you saw the 50-50 there. It was either button or throw. Brutus guessed for the throw. He went for the big EX command grab, throw invincible, but didn't work out for him. Now we're going to round number 2 here. These nuts, you know, trying his best out here, rocking this G, gets crushed.
Yo, he holds north though.
He don't want to go south. That's why I definitely agree. You know, rotate those defensive options. Dog, I'm not trying to go 6 feet under against this character. That's the problem of G. On the back foot, once things get going like this, the crush and the command grab, things like this connect, you got to hold this pressure. You don't have a traditional reversal. You don't have a 3-frame, and you got to hold this on your wake up. Go back to bed. Brutus, you're going to be fulfilled today, dog. Big turning. Big turning.
Yeah, Brutus really pulling through there. That worked out a lot in his favor. It's a beautiful activation and honestly just a really clean sweep of a round. You know, very, very smooth. And I like that he kept that pressure on the wake up because as you mentioned, Cole, he wasn't a free framer or any real wake up option. So you kind of got to take it for what it is.
Yep, and the adaptations from Brutus have been so smart. You see that now he's caught on that Z's Nuts is mashing a button anytime he dashes up after he gets an SPD. So now he's actually flexing and looking for a punish. Ooh, that crush counter at range. Brutus has kind of figured out this rhythm. Bop. Activate.
Got the punish. Yeah, and actually got the reset on it as well, but now just putting him into the blender, suck him in every time. Critical, that's connects, that's a combo. That's going to be it.
And Brutus
G trees.
Leaves fulfilled.
Planting money trees.
Brutus leaves.
He's looking like a G.
He's yo bars. Those bars are creamy, bro. Not as creamy as that mix-up though. Brutus taking that round and taking him down, man. Brutus was a brutal. I'll tell you that. Oh man,
and this is the thing you slid off the top of the butter churn and walked back to the monastery. God damn.
He said, "Oh, whew. Oh Christ!
Let me just. Yeah, do that.
You know what?
We
got the standings.
We got some.
Let's get into
we
the
got
standings.
some good standings to see here. You know, this is a you know, keeping track of the points here, tallying it up. We got Fluxwaves, the man who is always ready. Took 2 tournaments, two tournaments so far at 24 points. Slayman's up in second, tied with Dells at 8 points. Then we got Joe Morogan and O'Crippler at 6 points, 4th and 5th. Silver Rupee at 5 points. Solomon at 4 points, and then Space Boy closing us out at 2 points, 8th place there at the bottom. And you know, they're really on the line. This is a longer season, so you know you gotta win more points in order to be in the contention to get, you know, the grand prizes and everything like that. So I'm glad to see, you know, we're promoting like consistency in the tournaments, showing up and placing consistently with a longer season kind of set of points. So very important. Fluxwave's already looking good to take it.
You know what's super funny about all this is that when we do get a patch, there's gonna be like drastic shifts probably in the meta and all that stuff like that, new characters, all that stuff like that. When that comes out, I can't wait for people to have their characters nerfed or buffed and have that drasticness come through and the salt. Like I would have had these points if they, but guess what? Too bad. Hold that. Akuma players.
I can't wait for Fluxwaves to still be on top.
Yeah, Fluxwave plays half the cast. They'll be like, oh, well,
yeah,
I guess I can take these 3 and throw them over and move over here. Wow.
I think the nice thing, though, about these longer, you know, circuits, too, is it allows for those kind of upsets and allows for, like, maybe somebody who's coming, you know, in the middle of the season to kind of place and come in and potentially get their role up into the top, which is really, really cool. You know, we're seeing, like, for example, some new names even today, especially as this bracket opens up geographically even more. So I don't, you know, it's a pretty good starting point, I guess, or a middle point But I expect we might even see some changes, not just because of the cast change, but because we're opening this thing up a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's something
definitely
definitely
about
when you open a local.
I think we all had the same idea. Open the
We'll
local
get it
area.
someday, guys.
Tom, hit us with the facts, though. Hit us with the facts. Tom and Nog, hit us with the facts. What's going on?
You know, you play your crew all the time, right? You hang out at the local. You get down with the local crew. You play a lot. So adding more players is never a bad thing.
What is this?
Let's go! Let's go! My man's got aspartame. Let's do it!
This name is disgusting. Destructive, I'm rooting for you. There's gonna be biased commentary with the jump in. No big deal, Destructive. You can get out of this corner. You're okay. You're okay, Destructive. You're still alive.
Yo, classic Dells.
Dells mining the calories and the shimmy.
Okay, here we go. Counter hit conversion here. What's the mix? Yo, just bust out heavy DP.
This dude is
that feels like a very
man.
Dells thing, to be honest. All right, activation out into Aegis. We're gonna see a schmix for sure. Oh, but not enough to pull out the second Aegis. Very unfortunate round there. It seemed like Dells just had some shenanigans up his sleeve.
Yeah, like busting out with the DP like that and the forward heavy punch right here. Dells having good round starts. I gotta say he's kind of working right here, just like that. He turns into a bronze. What Dells goes from a master to a bronze within seconds. This is definitely diet.
Yeah, look at that.
And it's not related to
back
me.
throw out of the corner. You saying his mix-ups don't have any meat? Is that what you're saying? Saying they're empty,
not a
empty
damn
calorie mix-ups?
Nothing on that bone, dog. Nothing on that bone. Suck dry.
All right, Destructive keeping him locked down, backdashing, throws out the big egg, no parries, and he's gonna move forward. Dells the sweep, activation, empty jump low.
Oh my goodness. And Destructive sitting very patient, not busting out with any EX headbutts or anything, just knowing Dells has to make the big risk here and caught him on the parry attempt.
That was a beautiful punish. Yeah, very convincing round there from Destructive. I think Dells just playing a little bit wild right here, and Destructive taking advantage of kind of these moments that Dells either has a little too much confidence in that DP or some kind of silliness.
Yep.
Come on, Destructive.
Yeah, Dells definitely likes to be the player that gets the big reads.
But listen, it don't matter when they don't happen. Destructive with a good lead right here. Forward medium punch, trying to get the jump in. Dells with a good defense. Didn't see a DP there. That's definitely diet Dells out here. Sweet connects, not bad, Dells, but you're still losing. You're still losing, dog.
Yeah, definitely losing.
Okay, just raw overhead.
Dude, it's Dells. He's flying. But, I mean, this is definitely one of Urian's tougher matchups. Ryu, in all honesty, has a good toolkit to kind of fight him. And here's the big thing. What side in front? And he got clipped. That's the stun. Build the meter for no reason.
Done.
Spin the big with the EX at
Congrats,
the end.
Dells. You took that round. You took that match. Wow, cool, dude. Wow, you're not finished just yet. It's still got one more to play. Destructive can still come back. Good job, Dells. Ooh, good mix. Ooh, wow, Dells.
You know when you leave the diet soda on the shelf of the cupboard for like a year and then forget you have it, and then you're drinking it and it tastes terrible. But you get to the bottom and there's all the syrup has somehow shrunk down to the bottom. That's what that mix was. That mix was all the flavor in a diet soda in one drink.
Tom, usually after a year, that sucker's gone. When the dust is on it, it's out of here, Tom. At that point, you're risking safety law. There's got to be some CDC laws or something to that. I don't know what's going on. You need to check your soda, brother.
But what I do know right now is Destructive definitely having a very convincing round with a very large life lead. You know, we can take that throw. That is fine because he's building up some nice meter. Dells, on the other hand, has V-Trigger ready.
Yeah, you got to be careful, though. We saw this in the last round that Dells only needs like one or two good damage points to pretty much take the round at this point. He's getting close to the super, but that counter, it's plenty of damage there for Destructive.
Nice tackle, no problem. Destructive, you're still in it, dog. Let me see them crouch fierces. Let me see that good stuff right here. Gets on the other side with the 3-piece, trying to get the follow-up headbutt. Little delay. With the damage from Dells with the 3-piece of his own with the target combo. Answering back, nice EX headbutt. Yo, they are slugging out here.
I got one
face,
too.
baby.
I got one too.
It's the face.
It's a classic. Somebody EX reversal you, and you do it right back on the next wake up.
It's law. It's law.
Yo, he empty jumped through. Destructive.
Yeah, I like all of those same.
Oh, there's
the
an
empty
answer.
jump caught us all
All
by
right,
surprise.
activation now.
But there's the act. Yeah. Second mirror.
He
Did he just mashing throw for that string?
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be Adele's thing.
Oh,
He wasn't about to do it. But the crouching medium picked the check, the fierce. Damn. Dells add a little sugar to the soda. That's all I'm trying to say. A little sugar to the soda. And now it's on set point. Still looking pretty diet to me. But Destructive not others just yet.
Yeah, Destructive still holding on a little bit here. I like, again, parry, kind of a nice answer for the projectile, but again, Destructive just seems to be able to put the damage on the board, but he's going to have to maintain this. Oh,
he got to the
but
other
he's got the
side,
stun.
found the stun. This isn't going
not
to
gonna
kill.
hit.
Has corner.
Yo, the headbutt! So he rolled down with it. You got rushed down.
Oh, no.
Dog, you ain't rushed down. You can't be doing things like that. You ain't rushed down, baby. I'm sorry. Destructive. Finish the job. There it is. The light stuff, the light touch. 1-1. Dells looking even more, looking like zero cola out here. Not a drop, not a bit. Looking like zero cola. Take that name off, Dells. Take that damn name off. Get my name out your dang thing. You're gonna make me not be esports out here. Because I'm so upset. And he knows he's playing like this on purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I don't know what to say about it. I have
so he could get on
screenshots.
stream.
So at one point, Dells and I ended up in the same order queue for some junk food arcade sticks, and he tried to pay the company money to delay my shipping. Like, this is the type of man Dells is. He actually tried to pay them to slow down my order. So
Dells a villain out here, dog.
villain Dells.
Oh, bless.
Ooh,
Yeah,
rush
it's
cap.
looking like one right now. He is keeping he's keeping Destructive in the corner. He says, now sit over there. I ain't scared of your mirror.
Oh no, the mirror disappeared, so the throw didn't bounce back into the corner. Now Destructive has to count this mirror, and he gets the hit going to the other corner.
V reversal, still looking strong. Starts with a lot of meter, gets hit with the EX fireball right there. Check the neutral. Let me send it right back. Ignite Thunder coming through. Click careful. One good click could do a lot of good damage right here. Sends it out raw.
Wow, that coral
that was
punch
a
connected.
risky.
The buttons here.
The season one. The season one.
Season 1.
Dell.
Yep.
He's playing kind of sick sometimes, and it's very difficult because he is on match point, but I still hate this guy so much. I hate this dude. Come on, Destructive. Fight back,
I
Destructive.
love every time you give
Fight
him
back,
credit.
baby.
I hate this guy so much. Dells, you're playing really strong. I hate you so much. But in the
But I
corner
hate
now,
you.
Destructive looking strong.
Oh, he goes
Yeah,
to the
nice
air, but
knees.
the knees
Lockdown
gonna...
in the corner. Ooh.
So he reacted to
Dells.
the charge fears with walk forward EXDP, and it worked for him, which is good job, but playing a dangerous
Also
game.
kind of unusual. Crush connects. Take that fierce and take this Batista bomb, baby. Hold down with the medium and the fireball. The crush from Dells again. Tatsu like the side switch and the throw. One good sequence could spell doom for Destructive. He's got bar at the bottom to work with. Let me see that ages work.
Yo,
baby.
he tried to do the mirror!
The man, that was
Just
a
one more?
risky ass jump going in there. Spice from Dells right now.
Ooh.
Not enough
jumping
though. That was
medium.
like, you know when you guys eat like a really spicy chicken wing, you're like, ooh, that was a little bit too much, and then you go dip it in some ranch.
Kind of cool it down.
Yeah.
The cool down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how that felt there for a minute.
Ooh, the crush. Yo, get the follow up. And the corner carry off the
Okay.
tackle. Headbutt connects.
no,
The
stun.
medium
The
stuff.
stun.
But let me get that stun and done. It's over. Dells, you are zero cola. Doubling down with that B skill. Destructive. Living up to his name. Destroying this fake cola, baby. Destructive. Y'all should clip that. That was sick to me. That was sick to me. All right. Well, you want y'all clip that one? How about that? Clip that whole match.
All right.
Take your name out my mouth.
Like-
Your mouth. I can't even talk because I hate you so much, Del. Out of here.
Oh my goodness. Real stuff there out of Destructive, looking super good. Managing to make that adaptation to how Dells was playing that matchup very well. and really started to run the game there towards the end of it. It was super, super important for St. Cola's sanity that Dells goes down into loser bracket right there. I don't think he could have lived with himself if Dells won there.
No, don't give them a chance in winners. Or I'm sorry, through the winners bracket or in grand finals again. We want to see some great Street Fighter 5 action. The people out there want to see some great Street Fighter 5 action. So if you guys want to tweet it out now that Dells is down losers, this is definitely the time to do it, okay? Because you're definitely gonna get some great Street Fighter 5 action all the way through. I know he's still gonna be in, but hopefully he doesn't get any more wins. What do you guys think about that match? Besides the fact that Dells lost,
I honestly thought it was a good match. Great adaptations from both players.
It was.
Destructive actually had to pull back and really start to try to play the meta with Dells, and like players like Dells do that too, right? Like when they're super read heavy, when they're super reactionary, they change the meta of the game a little bit because like frame data, like Dells knows the frame data. But to him, it's kind of a construct that he can manipulate, right? So you have to adapt to that kind of mindset. And it was really cool to see Destructive do that. Oh, shit.
Ooh, good match up next. Brutus versus Fluxwaves. I'm so stoked. We saw Brutus just absolutely run down the last match. So he's a big boy. And he or no, small is big boy, small churn,
small boy,
or big
small
churns?
boy, big churn. Listen, you got to remember,
that's a small boy right
there.
there.
It's a big.
He's growing up, okay.
He's got the wide churns right there. He does that wide where you really haven't had it in a couple. It's not been weeks. It's COVID time, so it's been months. Brutus trying to get fulfilled, but he's got to go against Fluxwave. This is going to be difficult right here. She keeps you out, but if you get in, you can get that win. That's the Abigail name of the game.
Well, let's be real. I think I would rather play Abigail against this character than Geef, right? So at least there's that. A little bit of run-in.
I was thinking the same thing, Tom. I was like, we can't be seeing Zangief poison here because nobody's going to have fun with that one. No. So I like going with not
the poison
Abigail
player will.
Here.
I mean, the poison player will have a lot of fun because they'll win.
Yeah, I think this is, regardless of the characters that Brutus kind of has up his sleeve, it's a difficult matchup, especially if you have these heavy zoners. They rely pretty heavily on being able to play that mid-range and close game, and Poison and aren't the strongest.
All you need to do is get that feature going over the robbery. All you gotta do is get in them pockets, dog. It don't matter who you are. When they get in them pockets, the feature connects. Abigail punch with the feature extension is a wrap. This is the thing. Yes, zoners will put this character down on the ground, but all you need is a B trigger, a crush counter, and a meter, and a prayer. And Brutus with the first one.
Yeah, can you believe the down fierce caught the landing frames of the dive kick? All right, I'm done. That's all I had to do.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. But you can see, just how this match kind of goes, right? When you're in this neutral space, Fluxwaves can really start taking his turns, but as soon as he starts getting pushed to the corner, as soon as Brutus starts getting a little bit closer to him, it becomes real dangerous.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Trying to get the
I think the thing that really helps out Brutus in this scenario is those extra hits of armor, because that kind of allows him to go in, and having that move right there to jump over the orb, kind of closing that gap real quickly. Oh no! Oh no!
That's unfortunate. Try to bust out. Dog, his hands were up, hot and ready. He said, "I'm blocking this. You got to pay $5.99." Brutus with the first one. Damn!
Did they raise the price of hot and ready?
I think they did. I feel like the last time I actually went to pick up one, it was a lot more than where it was like a couple dollars. Like back in the day, it was like $2.99, stuff like that. You just pick that sucker up. It wasn't the best pizza, but you know what? It hit right because it was cheap. But Brutus running a cheap character right here, hitting just right against Flux. Flux definitely gonna switch right here.
You about to see me on a street corner with a sign protesting that. It should always be hot and ready for $5. I believe it. Let's see what the character switch is. Flux, go to that poison. Yeah, me too.
I agree. Flux, you know what? Or Flex, you know what? I was thinking about the pizza. I got the wings, and I'll tell you one thing. I got the wings from Wingstop. I was unhappy with them. The Parmesan, not hit just right.
Whack with a capital W. All right, now Flux is ready to have some fun. Yeah, Flux said, I'm ready to have some fun. All right. The last round wasn't as enjoyable as I was hoping for, so it's my turn to play.
Yeah, really kind of testing to see if Brutus knows this poison matchup with Abigail as well as he does the Monat matchup. And then Skin, he knows pretty well what's true and not with those parries coming in strong already.
Nice answer, too. Able to get some V-bar and able to get the oppression going in the corner. This is not where you want to be with your poison. Gotta find the activation point. Not gonna happen this round. Sorry. Wait till the next one.
Yo, those long ones can run over.
Yeah, this is a man that has absolutely studied each nut and bolt of Flux's poison right here because he picked him apart.
Yeah, it was a very convincing win there and putting Brutus at match point right now. He's looking very strong. This is what I'm talking about again, you know, having that extra armor to take the hit from either the whip or the orb really benefits him.
Ooh, big
it's almost
damage
done right here. Flux on the return. Neutral jump. Doing it again, but the anti-air jab back. Fierce. It's time for Abigail. I'm gonna get my watch. It's Abigail time. B reversal. It don't matter. He's getting in. He'll get this win.
Okay, that V reversal.
Damn, the V reversal.
Flux wants nothing to do with it. Too far for the overhead. Just one more touch. Plus two. He wants his turn. Flux, can he get out of this corner?
Looking for the overhead. Yeah, the man got him to keep blocking. I felt like he was almost training him to do that. You know, he's like, okay, keep blocking this, and then he threw out the overhead to close out that round. That is gonna, I believe, send Brutus through.
Yeah, up to winners, finals, and yeah, Flux is down in losers before even like losers semifinals or losers finals itself. Like he is down there pretty early. We'll see if he runs into any trouble down there as Brutus moves forward. We don't quite have any of the losers bracket quite figured out yet, but we do have the other side of winners where we have Space Boy versus Destructive. Space Boy, of course, we haven't seen him on stream yet, but he made Space Boy made his way through Alex Noah. He made his way through Ramsey, some decently strong players, and now he's up against Destructive. Yo, Brutus in chat saying, "Is this your king? Is this your king?" Yawn.
Oh my God! You guys are lucky that my king is a dingo to not pick the right characters in the right match. I think he was running Gil today, so I don't know.
Is Saint Cola Saint Frozen? Is he a cola pop?
Yeah, a cola pop.
Right, we got a cola sickle. Yeah,
cola pop.
Yeah. Well, I will say I'm very excited for this matchup because two of my favorite characters. You've got Sakura. Generally the Space Boy favorite, and one of my favorite Sakura players as well. He consistently places in the online local very, very well, and obviously we saw some great work there from Destructive, giving Delzenfire the works. So the Yuri and Sakura matchup, if that's what we're expecting to see, is going to be really, really interesting.
Now, hold on a second. I know that Space Boy's really been grinding out this set.
Matchup. That light kick's really...
Saint Cole, you're still back and forth here.
Dang, what is going on with my... Like, my whole thing is like back... You know what? Restart something. Or let me take this off. Hold on.
Oh, it might be on the side of production.
That's rough, but
let me fresh.
He does, yeah, he does have that set that he has. So you could see Spaceboy pull that out if he's not feeling the Sakura. I know that he's been trying to get that Seth, completely up and online, fully boot up, load that Seth OS, 2.0.
Wants to get the download complete.
And to be fair, too, I don't think Seth is he's very, very strong this season as well as a character. The axe kick is oppressive. If you play him really well, too, he has a lot of cheeky movements. So I think either way, it'll definitely give Destructive some trouble. Because we saw, too, I want to say, Destructive was a little bit shaky there against Delzenfire. I mean, Delzen, also very, very strong competitor anyway, and he kind of plays that wacky, crazy style that keeps you guessing. And so, Space Boy, I think it's going to be a toss-up either way.
Yeah, it's definitely, this is one of the ones where it's too close to call out of the gate. Space Boy also has that kind of wild style. Well, he'll start making those big reads once he starts catching on to your tendencies, and they can be very difficult to start, breaking those deep habits that you have. So we'll see if Destructive, you know, exposes any of those weaknesses, or if his Urian is just going to be top notch.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Cola will be frozen for a little bit, so just hang tight with us while we situate things. But again,
But,
I am excited. I think. Oh.
Yeah, if you're hanging out with us right now, make sure that you're hanging out with the Magic Reno, giving those lovely dollar dues over to the people that are playing right now. You got plenty of the coupon code left, so make sure that you go in there, use coupon code DH44SFV to donate 50 cents free to the pot. And then, of course, any sponsor requests that you have the ability to do, please go through, knock those out real quick. And then if you have any kindness left in your heart, donate out of your own pocket. You can even pick up some merch if that's more your speed rather than just donate. But definitely give some love to these players that are coming out, doing a really good performance tonight. All right, like how often do you see Fluxwave go down into losers bracket? Will we see King Brutus come out today? Will Flux make it all the way back to take him out of winners? We'll have to see. But what I do know is you want to see those guys fight for a lot more money than $5. So make it worth their while.
Absolutely. For sure. And of course, too, you can always support, not just by money, but also support the players. Go follow them on social media and go follow Incendium as well on Twitter. Definitely give them lots of love. Give them lots of attention. And if you like what you see tonight, there's some really cool moments or something kind of shocking. We all know Delzon's got the randomest DPs in the world. Or at least they look random to him. You know, they're very well calculated. But, you know, if you guys do like what you see, definitely take the opportunity, clip what you see, post it on Twitter, gain the free clout. Definitely worthwhile. And I'm sure we'll all retweet it out and it'll be a lot of fun. So
listen, all I'm saying is if you're walking forward and you see your opponent push a button, DP is an optimal punish. Okay? But we'll see how optimal Space Boy's DPs are as we're getting into this match. Destructive versus Space Boy here.
Okay, Space Boy is going to bring out that Seth, as Nob kind of called earlier. Yo, the V skill, though, to punish, you cannot charge your big egg when I can run at you like that. The anti-air preemptively. Space Boy looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah, Space Boy really locking Destructive down in the corner. I think... Oh, never mind. I spoke a little too soon because you've got the EX tackle on deck. You got to respect the meter. And no, Urian has those on deck. Oh, no.
Yeah, we saw it earlier with that V skill 2 punishing, Destructive's attempt to get things charged up, but too far the second time. But now pushing to the corner, V trigger activated here for Space Boy, trying to keep all of his plus frames here. Caught him. Okay, out the corner, but still just trying to chase him down. Aegis is out.
He tried to bust out in that clip?
Oh.
Yo, and
Too
word
much
on the line
confidence
is
in
that word on the line here is that after these two finish playing here at Digital Havoc, they have to go play in Battle by Bruce Lee or Battle of Bruce Lee right after this. So they're going to play back to back, but we'll see who's going to take it here in this tournament. The one that clearly is better because you guys are here watching it.
I don't know about
right now, this is definitely going to prove for or be a taste of what is to come between them. Destructive, very convincing with his gameplay.
Yeah, these axe conversions here for Space Boy are super interesting, right? Like, you don't see that very often from a Seth. Normally they're fishing for bigger buttons for combo damage extension, but so far it's kind of working out. Yo, the air-to-air?
Yeah, and this is where we usually see Destructive start falling apart. Yo, the excellent conversion into critical art, though. V-Trigger's active. This is going to do a lot of damage here. Is it enough?
Squish.
Oh my goodness. Squished him real good.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yo, this is definitely squishy good. This is definitely one of the big things here where we see Destructive start off really strong, get a really solid lead, and then towards the second half of the match, his opponents really start making those comebacks. So I really want to see Destructive start holding down, the later half of the game and able to really seal out the strong leads that he's able to get.
Yeah. And we saw Destructive do it against Dells. It's not a long shot did against Space Boy. Right now, big life lead, and you're in. Oh, nobody corners himself.
Yeah, you got to be really careful. Oh,
Go.
I was gonna say Space Boy 2 had that full bar meter, but it didn't seem to matter there. No point for activation. Destructive taking the first match.
First one to Destructive. I came back with Destructive's rocking like that. Who was talking about what king? What king? I'm sorry, my internet got knocked out. There's a big snowstorm going on here, but it's not enough to keep me away from watching Destructive work. I'm gonna stop being biased. We'll start watching this match. Let's go.
Absolutely. Stay safe out there. That's all I can say here. And Space Boy's trying to stay safe here in this match.
Tried to air, got hit with the violent knees, but here comes the axe kick, gets the conversion, the roundhouse to try to call out a jump forward, and now Destructive's got to hold all of this corner pressure from Seth. Space Boy's close to closing this round out. The bust out though.
Yeah, and he's got V trigger. Yeah, Aegis on deck indeed. So he can use this as a nice either defensive or offensive tool to kind of keep away this. Yep, there's a throw into it. I'm gonna put him in a nice situation with the corner.
Yep, you gotta hold this medium, didn't follow up. Still the crouch fierce, the EX connects. That Ignite Thunder on the slathered and letters in the EX with the butter on top. Make sure it's not dry, just like that gameplay. Right here, set point, Destructive coming back.
Crouch roundhouse for the anti-air, my God.
Yeah, but look at both of these players just trying to maintain this mid-range, close to mid-range space, trying to see who's going to get that first hit, that first Ogi kind of setup.
Going with the pressure here, down medium punch. Dan tries to go for the border, but just out of range. Axe kick.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Oh man, that was very close. Going in with the throw now. Beautiful anti-air conversion into that. Again, I appreciate Space Boy kind of maintaining this distance that Seth plays very comfortably in, but man, Destructive, oppressive, activating. Oh no!
The bait, the bite. This should be it right here for the EX. Destructive. Again, living up to the name.
I watched that man's body jump so many times.
Dog was like he was in the club, dog. Watching him bounce, he was like, dog, I'll just lean back with it. Well, that's the old school stuff, but Destructive with that new school flavor right there, with the aggression, the oppression. Destructive with the 2-0 against your king. But it's not just out just yet. Not a little Space Boy. I'm just messing with them. Space Boy is going to be losers, but that I feel like is fine for Space Boy. He's the type to make the adjustments and come back, so probably see more of him as we go through this bracket. But this has been a heavy one all the way through, and appreciate y'all all sticking with it. What you guys think of the match?
Yo, I thought that match was sick. I thought Destructive looked rock solid, looked smart, and I do not want to take away from Destructive's play whatsoever, right? But when you think about the match on paper, you assume Space Boy wins, right? Space Boy, a little bit more well-known name, super strong Sakura, Seth, top tier, right? You just, and of course, Urian's really good, but I do think Seth is better than Urian. So you just kind of look at that on paper and go, man, this is going to be a tough one for Destructive. Seeing them clutch it out was awesome. I thought they did a great job. Yeah, great play.
Yeah, I really felt like that Aegis came into play a lot. That was a really strong kind of comeback factor there for Destructive. We saw a lot of smart gameplay, and that's the nice thing too with Aegis is it can be both a defensive and offensive tool because it's kind of that, hey, I'm putting a wall between us, but I can also slam you against this wall and make you bounce against the wall. And the wall is not your friend. So it really kind of it stops that flow that you'd be able to normally maintain, or that momentum, I should say, that you'd normally be able to maintain, because you could just keep that pressure that Seth is really good at. But when you have an Aegis in your face, you got to think twice about throwing out like fists and kicks and everything in between.
Yeah, definitely. I did think we were going to get a little bit more competition out of Space Boy, but I mean, Destructive, aka Crouch Fierce, is no slouch. We've seen, or at least I've seen and commentated him in the distance closed invitational that the Midwest ran, or Overhaul ran. And Mike ran it all the way through the last chance qualifier, got into that tournament, ran all the way through that tournament, only losing to one man, and that is Destructive. So if a man's taking out somebody like MHK Too Strong, you gotta put some respect on his name and stuff like that.
For sure.
He's here.
And I'm pretty sure Destructive has come close to winning the online local or has won the online local as well. Yeah, definitely not a bad player at all.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like he's definitely one of the Midwestern homies out here coming through with the ass cheeks of elbows, but that comes through in the clutch. He'll take this one. move on to winner side. You know, if you guys have it, again, tweet it out, let people know what's going on, put on the Facebook, the MySpace. We said this so many times before, like, you know, making sure people know what's going on is a fantastic way to help promote these tournaments, and also clipping that stuff so you can get the clout before anybody else gets that, dog. Like, look at this cool play right here. You get 5K views right there, dog. You're gonna be swimming in mentions, swimming in follows, and your DMs gonna be super hot. I'm telling you. I wouldn't lie to you. You really think St. Cole would lie to you?
Next thing you know, esports orgs in your DMs. After that, you get a Corvette. What happens next? You get the Corvette, you get the partner of choice. After that, the career you want comes through. Suddenly you have a master's degree in economics. Shit just blows up. It's crazy.
Talking about the game
Tom would never lie to you either.
The game of life.
In this economy?
In this economy? Esports Corvettes?
Oh,
God damn!
Y'all wild. We're having a good time out here, ladies and gentlemen. Just to check through some of losers bracket right here. In loser side top 8, we had Adam, R, and Orangeman. Orangeman took that 2-0, going up to fight against Baseboy. On the other side of losers, we got Bumba Snuff versus Lizard Bots. Lizardbot Lizardman, sponsored by Lizardbot.
Lizardbot.
Make sure you guys. I'm not biased at all, but make sure you guys check out Lizardbot. They're a pretty cool Discord bot that helps people run tournaments.
No, man. Let the people know it's a dope Lizard.
Yeah, get into it. Get into it. You did some work.
Nogarremi helped build it. Let's go.
Well, listen, I'm not tooting my own horn. It's a pretty cool bot. I'm a little bit biased. Okay.
Listen, all I'm saying is type !Liz and let your heart be filled. Let your heart be filled.
Yeah. Any one of your tournaments that has the bot chilling in the Discord, it doesn't work in Twitch chat. I'm sorry. It
only works in the Discords that are using it. Now I feel bad. Here, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you should be in
I'm gonna get banned.
A good play. Yo, that's so great. You see how automatic into the chat?
What's good, Lizard?
Just
please.
Exclamation point Liz does the best.
Exclamation point Liz.
Rob's cats came through immediately. He was like,
that.
"What does this do?"
I didn't make the bot do that. That was a Lizardman thing. He did it to himself.
No,
he's in the middle of a set. Stop typing in Twitch. You're in a match.
He's in the middle of a match, and he's like, "Hold on." He's like mid-match, mid-combo, like the CA's going. He was like, yeah, okay, I'll get you guys back for that one. In the middle of it. Listen, man, you build different. He's a cool dude. One of the rare people that actually uses V-Skill too, which I think is really neat that other players are kind of branching out. And some people are out there using unoptimal things, you know, shrinking their brain, smoothing out the rimples, going back to Lizard. Not even Monkey, going back to Lizard. But hey, if it's not them, who else would be using that stuff? You know, maybe not the pro players, but hey, he's got top 8s and stuff like that. You know, he's done work. So you guys need me to play Space Boy. Run the set right now.
I was gonna say, you know what command does work though? That exclamation point Matcherino. I know we used it up there, so you can use that command. That one works, not exclamation point Liz. But you know, we can pull through with that one. There it is. So, and that's actually something in Twitch, and you guys can go click through it and enter in that sweet code, the DH44 SFV. I almost read the Guilty Gear one on accident. I mean, definitely go check or the GG. You know what it is.
Okay. Yo, winners finals like this: Destructive versus Brutus. Oh, Urian versus Zangief is Big Boy versus Ashy Elbows. Who's gonna take it? First of 3. Let's get it.
Again,
yeah, going in.
Destructive has taken it to MPK, so I know Brutus ain't quite the same, but I mean, you can definitely see that
Brutus is actually built different. According to Brutus's Twitter bio,
he's legitimately
built different.
Man's been eating soup with spoons. Never mind. I don't know why it says spoons. I'm giving him too much credit. You see, when smart things like that come through, I start to give them credit automatically. And just like this, on his wake up, go back to sleep. Do it again. Do it again, Brutus. On your wake up, go back to bed.
Yo, did
Brutus
you see him
skips
churn?
The spoon. He takes a thing straight from the bowl and slurps it up. And mind you, this is for a chance into grand finals.
Getting that cream. He's let me look it off the spoon. You doing making that cake? He's like, let me get some of that. Oh, I'm just thinking of too many things here, Brutus. Anyway, here's the crush. Heavy kick. Nice block.
Wow, the trade definitely in the favor. Yo, he was afraid to push a button because of the flex, and then he has to wait. Brutus using the fierce to go through the metallic sphere. Uh-oh.
I saw that sweep get flexed, and I knew it was Pound Town here because we're going into it. No, nothing after that. Too far to get it confirmed.
Let me get the sequel going.
This is going to be a lot of damage, too, but we see activation. All right, never mind. Nice view reversal, though. Kind of, but mind you, Destructive still has one more Aegis on deck.
Yes, connects. What a punish. Got him. Caught the foot. He's into that. Brutus said, I'm into that, baby. Check my history. Check my search histories right now. I'm into that. EX against the foot. Brutus with the first match in this winner's final.
You got to remember the important thing there is if there's that 5-frame gap that Brutus can sneak that command grab into, once it starts hitting, that animation is going, and it doesn't care if there's an Aegis that's going all the way through Zangief's body. He's already getting scooped.
Yo, double flex. Wow, these sweeps. Yo, push it again. Do a 6-1.
It might as well. It's kind of been working out, but here we go. This is why you don't do it too many times. Even someone like Brutus will catch on eventually.
Oh, okay, just flexing all of these big normals here.
EX. Oh no, finally mistakes were made. Yeah.
Punish. Oh, he tried it, but denied it. Yeah. Great defense from Brutus to be able to block that, but he's still stuck in the corner, dog. Forward medium punch. The neutral jump coming through in the clutch, and the crouching fierce living up to his name. Destructive still in it.
Didn't have quite enough armor frames to live through that entire sequence. Good thing on Destructive, finding all the hits that he needed. Trying to tie it up a game apiece here. Really slinging it out here with these buttons and dashes, but yo, just headbutt him. Right in neutral.
Again, that crouching heavy kick and the EX connects. Yo, the fade away, the finesse and the bless. In the corner you are. This is where you live. Start paying rent, dog.
Ooh. Oh no, that was so unfortunate.
Yeah, the double dash backwards really caught Brutus by surprise. He did a regular throw and then tried to EX command grab, and neither worked. And now he's the one getting gripped up in the corner. Oh my goodness, Destructive getting the dip.
Yeah, I was about to compliment Brutus and say, oh.
I'm sorry. Thomas, can you hit us with it? All right, yeah, wait. And then after she's done, you need to hit us with it, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna say the armor really came into play there right at the end, but man, he just wasn't able to pull through. It's a nice thing is that armor can kind of negate the projectiles here and some of the Aegis, but yeah, Brutus just wasn't able to maintain it. But he's coming back strong with a stun already. Man ain't even 20 seconds into it.
Where are we going, Thomas? When you what? When you what? When you dip?
I don't know what
happens.
Oh
when
my
you dip?
goodness! When you put his hand upon his hip.
Yeah.
And when I dip,
what
you
else?
dip. We dip.
We dip. I was trying to get it out of you. You got it, baby. You got it. Let's go. I love Thomas's lines. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for the lines, and I got to hear them on the mic. EX again. The flex. Disallowing a lot of these crouching heavy kicks, and you see the damage on the deck. And now Destructive is on the back foot. Here he goes with the Aegis, though, trying to get that comeback, that return no receipt.
Yo, he wanted to speak to the manager, but he couldn't do it. Flexes through, gonna come through, but look at this small boy, big churn, big life lead, holding the fierce, getting out that Ric Flair.
Yeah, wow, and that critical art on deck is also going to be some good trouble. This counter hit conversion, though. Again? One touch?
No.
Jump back jab.
Okay.
Oh, what the throw!
So, no, there was some big brain things going on there. So Destructive jumped forward to try to dodge the critical art on Wake Up there. And Brutus knew that he wanted to jump there, tried to jump and air SBD him, but he got auto-corrected. It didn't auto-correct for him at all, and so just Destructive got to get to the other side and take that round. But now we're in this one. Scoop him one time.
Heavy kick, right? That
Ooh,
distance.
nice
That's one of the things
punish
that's like, if you're playing Zangief, you got to be right in front of their face when they try to do the V skill, or else you got to hold that damage from that V skill. EX though, the neutral jump, it was a bait. It was a setup. In and out, 1, 2, 3. Nobody's. Please, one more. CA. I'm gonna see you next round. I'm gonna see you next round, dog.
Small. Is that gonna grow Armani suits? Is that gonna grow Armani suits?
I hope it
Come
does.
back in 6 months. Come back in 6 months. Bruce fulfilled that.
Just right.
Yeah, I do want to point not a wake up super. He blocked a button. He blocked a button that puts destructive at +2 in meaty. You know, could have been +3 there. And small boy big churn just big churned it out there. 722 360s and got the big old super coming out. Took game number 3.
I'm impressed as an unsatisfied nun that he was able to get the momentum forward to do it again. Absolute power and endurance.
To be honest, though, I think I was kind of expecting that critical art was going to come out. You know, we saw Brutus holding on to that meter there, and I'm surprised Destructive didn't notice that a little bit sooner. And that's something you always have to realize is your opponent's resources. But ooh, the jump back, that was smooth.
Yeah, it gets out of the
Destructive now
running
playing a little bit lamer. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can't be super close when you do the V skill. Now you're gonna get punished. Run the tables, baby. You gotta worry about the EX or the crouching fierce, living up to the names of the EX for the finish. Yo, Destructive, he's still not dead. He's still alive. There's a pulse. There's a pulse.
But you have to respect that because Brutus thought a backdash or a jump out was coming, and Destructive held strong. Bumba Snuff with the raid, bless you. Gets the lows. Ooh, don't dash.
Oh my goodness, too far for the combo.
Toe tap, yeah. Right here in the neutral, that medium punch. And content to take these, these gray life situations. You have a lot of health to play with that as a resource. And you're fine with that. And you're fine with playing the command grab. One more good one. We'll do it. Absorption, try to neutral jump. Great defense.
Yeah, that was oh man, risky situation. Reversal, it's kind of a nice answer, kind of keep away that pressure, but you still got clipped and gotta take the Aegis. Oh, but this'll do it.
Brutus -2 after that V reversal and just churn the butter again. We're talking about it. Now Brutus on match point.
Know the frame data to break the frame data, Brutus. He don't care, dog. He will be fulfilled. If you gotta churn through the pieces of the cream, you will be fulfilled, says Brutus. I will be fulfilled today. I am not leaving until this is creamy.
Yo, I bet he makes terrific mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, I bet they are the smoothest mashed potatoes. The backdash though, here comes Destructive. Speaking of mashed potatoes, will it blend? Stays in front. EX coming forward. Now it's time to put the butter on. Get those pools of butter in those potatoes. No, Brutus is in the corner still though, plus frames.
Yeah, risky situation too. You don't really want to be in his face, especially when he has critical art on deck. Pulling through though for Destructive. Again, that was really risky.
You could feel the fear
I pulled off,
in
but it was
Destructive
risky.
there. Yeah, he definitely did some risky stuff there. You could feel his fear because every time he got in that close situation with Brutus in there, he was like, okay, I'm going to push 1 or 2 buttons and then jump back. I'm out of there.
I'm out.
Get me
I'm
away.
trying to get grabbed. And Lex, you were saying that too. That was a problem before for Destructive. Not noticing the bar at the bottom. This time he was like, eyes are on it and it only. I only have eyes for that bar. And now we're at the final game, winners finals, to see who's going to move on to the grand side. Winner side of things are saying grands. Fierce connects, crush. Gets the
This is the
command
momentum starter for Brutus here, right? Gets the crush counter. Now you gotta hold the mix. Face first into the dirt. Yo, he did the EX, but he was jumping out.
Yeah, and then the dash up back throw after that was super good, but no, just jump right back out as Brutus maintaining this corner control. Can he go to match point again? Has to block out this Aegis first.
Yeah, pull through with the Aegis, and he's got activation on deck, and Destructive lost on the Aegis now, so he's got some meter to play with. Not enough to pull through, but he will sit a little bit more comfortably into the next round because he's just a hit or two away from getting his own critical art.
Brutus on set point right here, working real strong when he's got these great leads just like this. When things are going his way, he's ready to play. Goes in for another grab. Eat the dirt, baby.
Yo, I've been mixing this dirt for 6 months. It tastes like pepper and onions. Yo, the whiff punishes, though, from Crouch Fierce coming forward. Rossetti's all day.
Yeah, now just playing this tight mid-range game. One player trying to get it. There we go. Brutus with the start. He's not going to get the good mix here, and Destructive just backing up, building that space for himself again. Maybe looking for a whiff punish. There it is.
Okay, what's the
pulled
next
out.
mix,
for
though?
Brutus.
Ooh, going in with a
Can still make
throw.
this comeback.
Oh man, but he's playing it risky.
Where's the mirror? Brutus, you just need to touch him. Try to get the meter with that on-hit situation right here. Has the meter. All he needs to do is land this CA. All he has to do is put hands on the man and the suck.
Oh,
the
here it is.
on max. Yo, dog, if you get too close to him, he's gonna get that rid of Brutus. We'll move on to Gwen. Using the Hooper. The big suck. He's sucking on all the cream. He's sucking it dry, baby. Sucking him dry. I'm gonna get a noise complaint and they're gonna say, "Sir, what were you watching?"
Sir.
We want to know first of all.
Sir.
Second of all, you have to leave.
Yeah, all of that off of just
Yes, officer.
mid.
Sir, could you send us the URLs to what you are enjoying currently? Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Say, my kids are watching.
My kids are watching. Listen, I'm sorry,
Matoa.
Matoa, that your kids are watching. That was a brutal bout anyway. So why are they watching this brutality that Brutus is putting on? This is what I'm saying. Is Brutus moves on to winner side of grand finals. What's going
Yeah,
on,
now
guys?
he's moving on. This is what I did want to talk about, is that final sequence where it looked like, in that mid-range space, and Brutus did the suction that actually got him the victory there. It was actually too close and he was punishable, -6 on the initial suction. And he says it in chat that it was accidental, but he got the confirmation after it when Destructive kind of panicked. But Destructive, you got to keep that in mind. The suck there in neutral. If you're not like when you're looking at it and you're like, man, I got sucked in from mad far away, that's when they're probably a plus. But you were right there. You definitely had, your turn to take and to punish and to, keep alive. But just keep that in mind as going forward. The big suck, working out there for Brutus. But we believe.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm not sorry. Come on now. I'm esports all this dang time. Can I just let my hair down and just have some fun, just like you guys are having fun out here? If you're having fun just like I am, !Match Arena, run that in the chat, and just like that, you'll see the codes that you guys can put in some love. If you got a little change, throw it their way, as well as put it on the Twitters. Talk about the big suck on the Twitters, Talk about the unfulfilled nuns coming through, the big churn that Brutus is doing, and now we're going to churn our way all the way down the loser side of things. I wonder what's next on our plate. Orange Man and Flux. Wait, yo, some Zeku on the deck? The old man coming through? Let's go.
The
Not that
love of my
Orange Man's
life.
old, but his character's old.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Orange Man does
We get
have a
two
Rashid.
dudes in
Let's
one?
not count it out.
I
he
haven't
definitely
seen
plays
that
the
Rashid
Zeku.
in a year. Yeah, let's say I've
definitely
not
plays
seen that
that Zeku.
Rashid. It's definitely the Zeku life. That's the character you have to commit to. You got to really put a ring on it because there's so many intricacies with the character, and it's more than just being a 2-in-1 character, but knowing when to switch at the right time and also knowing when to keep the paces going. That's the kind of the inside of Zeku, right? The meat and potatoes of that character.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be definitely interesting to see that match going on. I definitely want to see some Space Boy soccer, but I can almost guarantee you he's going to be rocking the Seth. Doesn't stop me really wanting that itch, like I got. Where's my Sakura?
You gotta scratch that itch. Where's that Sakura, dog? Y'all got any more of that Sakura? And me in this bathroom right here, I'm looking for my fix. Where's that Sakura? Dog? And you see a little bit of that Sakura. Just all right. Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize you were in a bathroom until you just said that. And then clearly the sign
see the dude
toilet is
peeing right here.
No, I didn't see him. He's behind your esports chair.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait,
so
that's what that dude's doing.
Esports,
He's peeing onto your shoulder. You got to lean towards the toilet.
He's peeing on my damn shoulder. Oh yeah,
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Digital Havoc is fine. He hasn't done anything yet. He's just thinking about it. He's very shy. It's not come out of the pants yet. Relax. It is a stage in Alpha 2. Do not worry. It's not something that I found on the internet that I won't, reveal the site of. Yeah, I mean it may be, but this time it's not. Usually it is, but it's not this time. So relax.
St. Colion, where's the villain from the new Resident Evil? Where is she? Is she behind that metal door?
You would see her in the back already. I mean, if she was there, I would be through the ceiling right now, is all I'm trying to say. Spinning like a ceiling fan. I would be through the drywall right now. Oh, no, you caught me, Lady D. You got me. You got me.
No.
And also, you got some more matches. Orange Man coming through.
Big news coming through here. Spaceboy decided to DQ himself out of this tournament, focus on other things in life. But we're gonna get Orange Man versus Flux Waves for the loser semi match.
Dude, that crossed.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one too. I think Zeku doesn't do too bad actually in these kind of matchups. Zeku really good high mobility character, and against characters that have a lot of.
Did you say high mobility?
Yeah,
what's the mobility do with damage?
The other way.
Yeah, right. Yo, the side switch though, but there you go. Like, I think what's good about this character is like the V-reversal situation, and plus things like this, the aggression, the dash with the back throw though, Flux whipping him, throwing the heat on him, putting a little sear on that deck. Yo, call him low.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just V-reversing all these situations, and he finds the confirm. Love it.
Yeah, again, this is what I was trying to say though. Zeku's not a terrible character pick against stuff like this, the zoners, the poison, and the knots, and kind of weave in and out, and it's got some good options. But Orange Man is really gonna have to keep this pressure once he gets in.
I can't believe he dashed up medium. I feel you, Orange Man, right here. I actually think Old's pretty good in this matchup. She can't do much against the Kokus, and he can like kind of just sit outside the distance, but he's playing young really well. Finds the Fierce, doubling down with it and the side of the corner.
I love that view reversal, pushing Flux back into the corner, then Flux answering the view reversal themselves, switch back to Old, using those Kokus to keep the zoning, right? Counter poking against those whips like Cola mentioned, and then going to the young for the high mobility that Flex has talked about. We are getting the full picture of Zeku, and the best Zeku players play all forms. Look at this. Don't make a mistake. There's a big damage conversion is coming from Orange Man.
Yeah, we saw some excellent ways to kind of use the entire kit, right? Using the Weasel and then using EX Run just to close distance, just to keep Flux Waves kind of blocking in these states and just chasing them down another EX Run. Use the V-Trigger, they're not getting anything off of it, and now the side swap Flux is out of there.
You can't
going
What's the danger though like that? Careful there. You got to be super careful right here because the comeback factor of this character isn't the best in terms of like straight up. I got a V trigger, I win. Does have V reversal though, but runs right into the light. Again, right in the foot like that. Dog was looking down in it. Like, never mind. I'm gonna stop myself right now. All I'm gonna say is Orange Man ran right into that foot, just a little bit too obvious right there. Gets a little bit of a punish.
Yeah, and talk about the distance that throw has. It really kind of puts him in a nice position, especially if he wants to kind of get that corner carry. I mean, right now they're in the neutral, but ooh.
Okay, crush counter conversion coming in from Flux, activates, big damage coming, takes this, setup. Look at this, you're on fire now. Into the back throw, back into the flames, but they expire. One more touch to stun. Okay, I like that V reversal.
V reversal, just get that stun down, start taking your turn here, but Flux Waves is still stacking a lot of this damage can chip out here.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Where is it at? The chip, no dip, dog. There you go. Also, but it don't matter. The jab right after. That was actually super smart. Probably knew that was going to come anyway. Hit him with the jab right at that right distance. Regardless, Flux going to take it. And that's the strength, on the other hand, of Poison in this matchup. She gets a good lead. And as Zeku, you don't have the robbery factor of some other characters. You can rob, but it's a little bit different than like say G, activate V trigger and run those pockets. You got to be able to do it within the neutral, and I'd like to see a little bit more of the old.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree. I think
after that first round where Orange Man was getting a lot of runs in neutral and that kind of stuff, Flux started catching on to that, not letting that happen as much, starting to control this neutral space a little bit more.
Yeah, and one problem with this V-skill we're seeing is Orangeman's trying to throw out, right, the ferret to try to get some spacing, try to get something, and that's forcing him to switch to Young. Yo, but that was so meaty. My God.
Yo, let's go. Real runs up the back like that. The fade away, the finesse and the bless of that bar like Build-A-Bear. What are you doing? You trying to go with the setup, dog? You gotta finish your play.
All right, activation
Maybe
here
go
from
back to the lab
Flexiss,
on that
but
one
man,
a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunate, not a lot off of that activation there. For Orange Man, I like this kind of going in and out, you know, the run in.
Yes.
And, ooh!
I would be spinning that
Yo,
meter, but
yo,
he was better
Ferret.
than us. Fair doing big work.
Let's
he
go.
opened up both
Animals are better than humans. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
He clipped both the cages. You thought it was one? There's a sequel, baby. Oh, but no crush, but still gets a good, actually really good punish on this. Never mind, the 8 hit right here, that's a ton of damage for 8 pieces. EX connects, gets the up kick, keeping the pressure on, but the wake up mash.
Right,
Hey,
and
the
yeah,
down
just look at
pierces, though,
Flux
doing
Wave's control here. Joel can't jump, you can't get on the ground, can't get in the air where you're supposed to go.
He's over, but he doesn't able to convert. Gonna have to activate to stay safe. Stagger pressure. Flux interrupts. Whew.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely looking rough here.
Yeah, I agree.
This is loser semis, so you gotta remember this is a first of 2. Flux Waves can take this and go up to losers finals, or Orange Man, you know, he really needs this round to keep his tournament hope alive.
He has such great round starts, but the finishes and keeping that momentum is kind of hard. Max, this is going to go for the CA. Going to put a ton of red on the top of Orange Man, changing the color and making him hurt. And you see the stun also built up quite a bit too. These are good positions right here for Flux to be in.
Actually, talk about good positions. Orange Man right now, full meter to play with, and lots of damage on deck, taking back that life lead. Not a great jump in, getting a cute anti-air out of it. Flux Waves putting in his own work.
Just one more touch. Can he find the critical art? No, spins a bar.
Stop throwing out the animal. Just you might as well go for a chip no dip situation, dog. He actually isn't having it anymore. He spent the bar. The animals aren't working out, dog. Humans have evolved. The humans have evolved. All it took was a whip, dog, to put him back in the cage, and Flux gonna take it just like that. 2-0 over Orange Man. Got a little bit too reliant on the assist. Sometimes you gotta put your own hands on deck. Sometimes it just takes you to do it, right? You gotta do it. Wait, what?
Wait, where'd he go? Tom. He thought he
probably went to go get his own animals. He said, I gotta get my own dog. But honestly, that was a good play by Orange Man for a little bit, right? But like, I would have liked to see more of the old form in that, because like Koku's do really well against poison. But then again, Flux is really good, just anti-ing consistently, putting on the damage and putting him in uncomfortable positions. And that's going to be Flux moving on the loser side there. Where'd Tom go?
Yeah, and to play it off too, Orange Man, I think a little too reliant there on the ferret. I think that caught him in a lot of really bad situations that just unfortunately he's getting punished for. And if he didn't, I mean, we said this before, if he didn't rely on the ferret right at the end, he probably could have taken that round. So very unfortunate there for Orange Man. But Flux Waves moving on, looking for the second chance into grand finals. But he's got to make it through destructive first.
All right, so people, let's take a look at the leaderboard once again. Let's see who's got the top spots out here. And if we take a look at it, people, it's still Flux, as you just saw, with the 24 points. Slain Man out here with 8 points. Dell's Diet Coke with 8 points. Joe Umi Rogan with the 6. O Cripple with the 6. Silver Rupee with the 5. Solomon with the 4. And Space Boy with the 2. That's the standings right now. Currently, remember, this is a longer season, so more chances to get these points and stop a man like Flux Wave out here.
Yep.
And mind you, too,
Yeah,
I think even in today's tournament, there's going to be some changes here because, we're seeing Space Boy having lost, he unfortunately had to DQ himself in losers quarters. And we're seeing Destructive now moving through. So he's got a pretty good chance of getting some points and putting himself on the board as well.
Yeah, and of course,
Correct.
Brutus also looking to get on the board as well. I believe the winner will get 12 points. So that's looking good to, overtake most of the leaderboard here in just one fell swoop if Brutus or Destructive can take that W. Not quite enough to get over Fluxwaves, who's always going to walk away, I think, either with 8 or 6 points at this. 6, yeah, I think 6 or 8 at this point. So, they still have plenty of distance, but if we can start seeing Brutus entering more consistently, and definitely if he can start, always placing, first or second, he can start giving Fluxwaves a lot of trouble here if he's able to make this point differential back up here. But it kind of comes down to if Destructive can kind of take him down and knock out some extra points so that, Brutus can go home a real big winner in terms of like catching up, right? If he can get 12 points versus 6, that's a 6 points closer to getting it up. Tying it up. Yeah, I said getting it up, and I didn't like it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't
Small
like
boy,
it.
big
I'm
wins.
sorry.
No, it's
Just
fair.
trying to get it up,
I
just
said
trying to
getting it
turn.
up, and listen, I heard it as I said it. I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. Tying it up is what I wanted.
Tying it up. Sometimes on Thursdays you want to do something different. You tie it up, dog. You tie
you want
it
a
up.
special night? I get it. Look, I'm not here to kink shame Nogarremi. Whatever you got to do to make
No,
sure this
no,
quarantine gets easy, it's fine, man. No judgment here,
I'm
brother.
just gonna sit down here for a bit.
So, guys, what are you guys expecting for next week? Coming up, that we do have the news on the update coming up for Street Fighter V, the winter update, because it is winter, because it's snowing and blizzarding outside. So I guess it is winter. What are you guys kind of expecting to come up here?
I haven't put too much thought into the new mechanic, to be completely honest. It's going to come. There's going to be a mechanic. We're going to learn it. So it's hard for me to get too excited and speculate. I am very excited. Yeah, I see you say Cola. I'm trying. I'm very excited.
It's your fault. It's going to come, huh? When's it going to come?
Yeah, yep.
Is it going to come
It is.
later?
We're going to tie it up. It's going to come. And I want to see, though, I do want to see, because there was that Steam link that talked about Rose, and I do want to see more information on Rose. To me, that's super interesting. I also want to see more Dan stuff. I think Dan is a hilarious character. I'm with Dr. Doke Niner, more animals, right? Like, I want to see some of that.
More animals?
Well, you know what I want to see right now? I want to see Fluxwaves going up against Destructive here in Losers Finals. Who is going to take it? We got Poison versus Urian.
Not a bad matchup for Urian, to be honest. And I think B-Skill 2 is really good in the clutch against this character. I think also B-Skill 1 also, but B-Skill 2 being that Ignite Thunder, having all that weight behind it, hard to avoid, and this character can definitely put you in the corner and make you feel real uncomfortable. But there's a side switch from Flux.
Yep. One of the things, too, we've seen a lot with the EU matches, and I would kind of like to see it out of Destructive, is I think V-Trigger 2 is actually a better V-Trigger for this matchup. Having, the Tyrant Blaze, just as I say that, big conversion from Fluxwave for the dead, but I think Tyrant Blaze plus armor, being able to get him past these long normals of Poison is actually a big deal. But we didn't get to see that. No V-Trigger 2 out of Crouch Fierce anyway, so we'll see what happens with the Aegis.
Yeah, but you do have to remember, Flux has lost against, the Canadian... I just blanked on a name. Canadian Urian Sabor, aka Safe, right? Who has come through and run the train over him. So you can see Flux definitely has the experience, and he's putting it to work here.
Yep. Whip out. One more touch is gonna do it. Low forwards. All the patience. The stare down and then the roundhouse. Fluxwave game 1.
Poison wins.
Yeah, Fluxwave just sat there, baited Destructive into thinking that, Flux isn't going to do anything here. I can walk forward, take some space. He's afraid of this Aegis. And then he just bopped him right in with the heavy kick, knowing that's exactly the point that he was going to try to start moving.
He's a master at, baiting out his opponents. As you see right there, the first one to Flux. Let's see if he can keep things going. I would like to see Destructive, honestly, maybe try the armor option. We didn't even see the V-Skill. Destructive actually had a good round start, but it all went with that defensive back throw. Let's see if things change up. I'm not trying to see a repeat. I'm trying to see more games. Nice anti-air off the light. What an anti-air. That decision right there means that he's got such great spacing.
Okay, universally
really
on the handshake, not taking it.
Through,
Okay, tries to handshake again. Down Fierce coming out. But this time the handshake connects. Big conversion. and Destructive taking Flux to the corner. We going for a ride.
Yeah, Destructive, though, has V-Trigger on deck, so I know that can be a punish. There's the activation.
Dude, look at that down light there.
V reversal again, interrupts the EX, does it again, dog. If it doesn't work the first time, it'll work the second time. Double ashy elbows with the fierce. And you see, Destructive, if you can get him in the corner and make it feel real unusual, that's a wrap right there. You got to keep him there. It's easier said than done against someone who has great defense and now great offense like Flux.
Yeah, it's tough because, like, it's not unusual to want to get punished by anyone, right? But sometimes it is unusual to have fun with anyone. But then there's the EX bust out hanging around all the time, and then the power bomb and the big handshake. But again, Flux not letting Destructive dash.
Yeah, and that's more difficult than you think against a character like Uranian. He has so many kind of options there in that mid-range, whether it's a handshake or an EX shoulder tackle, or even just backing up to throw fireballs. So he got the conversion? Not quite, but that was kind of sick. He didn't get the button into Aegis.
That was a nice
It was
punish
like-
there on the kick. That was really boring. Oh, sorry.
No, I was silent because you were absolutely right. You were nailing it, right? Like, that down fierce to go underneath the big kick is so smart.
Crush,
counter.
V-skill
the
follow-up.
crush
Yeah, I
going
like
in.
this. And Flux sitting
look,
on
Flux waves it.
V-trigger.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Cole. I was gonna say he's sitting
See,
on
we all know
meter.
what's
He's got
dangerous.
Yeah, a full stick of butter to cook with, and man, the fire is turned. I want something.
Yes,
Bait,
that's a
that was
range.
a little bit,
Oh,
Chris.
dog. That range right there. Build up on that ball like a build it barrel. You don't even need it this round, dog. It doesn't carry yogurt over. You can't put it in a doggy bag. What are you doing?
Yo,
but you do it for posterity. That's why.
I heard you say Build-A-Bear. My man kissed the heart, stuck it inside, pulled the seams tight. Filled it
Did he
with
with
love.
the like that? With the like that?
This is for someone special.
Before Valentine's Day, you gonna bless him like that? Flux
Gotcha.
wave with 2. Damn. Already super strong right here. But Destructive has these great round starts. They just go away, or go awry, I should say, because of the fact that he's not able to get enough off these V-trigger conversions or stay solid. Now using the V-reversal, I don't like that kind of option right there.
Yo!
Always ready with the craft medium punch. You can't beat it now. I mean, you really have to make sure that you're out spacing him, because if you're above poison or anywhere close to poison, that craft medium punch will get you. But still locked in this corner, Destructive gonna be reversal. No, gets back thrown on the activation.
I like that.
Yeah, nice way to get out of the corner.
Good, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was a nice V reversal, but man, he is finding himself back stuck in the corner. And Flux, he can just get a small confirm. He can go, yep, he's gonna go for the chip, I'm sure.
Seems to find that final hit.
have to.
He doesn't even have to overextend at this point. He does have V-reversal, but at this point, it don't matter. There's the check. Mind you, checking the dashes. Mind the speed limit. You're going 60 to 25, dog. Here, we're sitting at set point for Flux. Destructive. And he got a match. Yo, he got a match it just like that. The anti-air to super. What a
Yo,
bad
can you
start.
believe how he set that up?
Destructive.
He said, "Oh, you
He
walked
knew.
into
He
2 craft
knew.
fierces. I'm going for the upswing here."
Yeah,
Let me see
starting
that
it
stun and
off
done,
already
baby.
strong. Oh my goodness, yeah, close to stun too. But we're seeing activation here from Destructive. He's not down now for the count just yet. Nice finisher going in with the side switch.
Pick up.
Oh,
Chase
my
down.
goodness, stay on the
stun.
ground.
Yo, that is
You
number
have to
2
kill
no
him.
receipt, dog. I don't need one.
No, you
he's
didn't
gonna
do
be
it. You're
greedy.
gonna do. Okay, he's alive.
That could have been super dicey. With V-trigger on the bottom, make a lot of things safe. Not only that, one good sequence would have clipped, and that would have been it. Destructive saves the bar for the next round, stays alive for a little bit longer. I'm trying to see more games. Destructive, I need you to fight
man
back,
was-
dog.
My man was looking for a cheap date, but he almost ended up a cheap skate.
Ooh, I see you. I see you, Nogarremi.
Yo, he tried to pull the I left my wallet at home bit. He tried to pull that.
My bad. He's
Go
like,
forward.
I don't.
Oh
I guess I
my-
don't have it with me. I don't get paid till Friday.
I hate Urian so much right now because of this. Yo, the handshake conversion, stand light kick, we going in. V reversals.
I like the V reversal too. Very nice. Sending Flux into the corner, you know, backing up out of that whip range only to be able to go back in.
Oh,
But
he
ooh,
knew.
you find yourself in the corner if you V reversal too many
This
times.
should actually be it right here.
he got
Flux,
the no, he
Flux
missed
take it.
in the
Does he do
punish.
offside combo? Yo, you better take this, Destructive. It's in your hands. He handed it to you for free. He said, dog, I want to see more games, and you better do it. Yo, find the hit to
Oh, he
do it.
won.
He
He got
should
the
play
shimmy.
Destructive. Thank God. Could you imagine he loses like that? That would have been the worst. With all that bar at the bottom, could have got that chip no dip at some point, but still Destructive clinches it out. And he didn't need to go that far, dog. You didn't need to go that far.
Destructive.
You need to play your
I
fool
don't
like
know
that.
what deity you believe in. I don't care who it is. I don't know if it's Yahweh. I don't know if it's Buddha. Whoever it is, you best get that prayer going because you were handed that luck and you capitalized on it. Now it's time to capitalize 2-mo. 2-mo.
I mean, you gotta see here, Flux backing out to the lobby. He does actually like to switch up the pace here with Mika against Yuri and kind of going all the way around from, you know, that far back, I'm waiting for you to come to me, to just that aggressive Mika play. Like once he finds that flow and he starts hitting you with the Mika, it can be lights out, especially if you're not on deck with your anti-airs. Those crouch fuses can get baited by the Mika splash and stuff like that.
Yep.
I don't know if switching would be the right move because, to be honest, I feel like the poison was working just fine. It was just a matter of one big drop and, you know, keeping that good round start. But doesn't matter. Flux going in with the pick that might be a little troublesome because this man will shake hands and you'll see some crush counters in for the right distance. I feel like Yuri still does well against this character.
Yeah,
you can already see it's kind of a guessing game with reflecting fireballs there.
Yeah, it's definitely not a difficult matchup or I should say it's not a worse matchup there for Urian, so I don't think the Flex is going to have a terrible time. Or sorry, Destructive is going to have a terrible time. The big game changer here is if he can kind of get into that space that Urian plays really well at. And the thing is, too, you can take a couple hits from Minot because she doesn't deal out a ton of damage, especially when she doesn't have, like, V-Trigger on deck.
Yep. No, I agree with that, and I think too, like, you see that now, like, Crouch Fierce can basically charge up that V skill almost for free, because Minot doesn't really have like big long range punishes. Like I guess like a Stand Fierce. Okay, good anti-airs though, but the zoning is definitely paying off for Flux. But here it comes, big comeback on the way. Mirror in front, activates.
Next with an anti-air. Damn, yo, Flux. Watching the skies, no surprise, someone like Flux would take them down to the ground. Flux on set point again. This, you know what? What's on paper, sometimes it don't matter. Throw it out, rip it up.
Yep.
Sometimes in fighting games, it's more about how the player is playing. You saw Flux just chipping away, and it's working out.
Right, and we're over here like just going back and forth like, well, you know, theoretically on paper, mathematics, and Flux is like, fuck you guys, watch this damage, And now Destructive is about to lose the set if he doesn't get some damage. Activation coming. Counter hits.
Counter hit conversion.
Yeah. Oh.
He's out.
That's
He's in.
unfortunate.
Oh, and the stun. Second
Oh
ace
my
is
God,
right, but
that
the
was
side
great.
race-
All right, activation
Flux,
time.
let me
It's
find
gonna be a
out.
minute while we wait for these orbs to go
Oh my
through.
goodness.
Gotta
tried
say
for the
reset,
reset,
great
still
block,
got the
but the
throw.
throw. Oh my God, yo,
Mean state,
Destructive,
right on the
V
same
reversals,
wavelength.
EX
Oh.
connects.
Oh man.
The ashy.
Destructive
You're talking about the
stands to
ashy.
live another
Yeah, you're saying the
day.
ashy elbows. Go ahead, Flux.
Oh, I was gonna say Destructive stands to live another day because that was risky and oh man, it paid off for him. The man put all of it on 20 and it landed.
Yeah, I mean, one of the tough things with Flux playing Minot is he doesn't have access to the crouch medium punch anti-air that he's so used to with Poison.
Yep.
And those knees can be a little bit more difficult for Minot to deal with.
D-skill again, throws it right back at him. Great reactions, Flux. I see you, building up a little bit of that bar.
I appreciate too, Flux is kind of walking Destructive down. Destructive's not really able to keep his own mobility.
trades like that aren't that bad. You're gonna get a little bit of a knockdown, and you're back to square one, which is fine. B skill max distance, hard to deal with the timing, and now throwing the knees out right behind. But the miss Cleo. Let me see if he picks up the phone. Let me see you pick up the phone, Flux. Let that final hit the doing, and he throws the EX, but the throw will close it out, Flux. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He read the future. He said, "You're going down, dog. You're going down. Let me put the tarot cards out on the ground. You're going down."
Yo, he hit him with
Down
the
to the
Fallout
ground.
Boy. He was going down in an earlier round, and like Destructive couldn't come out swinging. Is that Fallout Boy? That's Fallout Boy, right? I don't know how.
That's
Yeah,
a Fallout
yeah.
Boy song. Trigger, we're going down.
We're very old.
Tom almost missed that one.
I was scared. I was,
So it was
like,
like,
is that
he's looking through his
Scorpion
lyrics like, whoo. But what that means,
Scorpions, Rihanna.
you might switch to the
but,
bookmarks.
Flux,
What that means, though, is we are solidified our grand finals, right? We now have Brutus, big boy Brutus, coming through in the winner side of grands. And in the loser side, Flux clutching it out with the Monot pick. We didn't think it would do it, but he done did it. But he's got one more to do it, because we are at the finale, and people tweet it out. I need to see this on my Twitter timeline, because if it's not there, I'm slapping the taste out of your mouth. Guaranteed. And also, if you haven't put in the code, I'm going to find you, and we'll figure out why you didn't done do it, okay? So run the exclamation mark, Matt Trino, run that in the chat, and just like that, it'll show up the codes. Run the rest of the love that we got. If you got a little change, throw it their way. Don't throw it to your favorite boys and girls. Run it right here. We got the instructions on the screen. It's easy. 1, 2, 3 easy. Plus the 4.
But you gotta remember the fourth part. Have love. Smiley face, little hearts everywhere. That's the important part. Flux Waves coming from losers up against Brutus. Mika versus Abigail. Vroom Vroom versus Crazy Team Friendship. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because you have the Mika pick, I think this actually kind of benefits her because having such a large hitbox, Mika has a lot to grab onto. But right now, Brutus proving, and mind you, Brutus sent Flux into losers, a clean sweep of a 2-0, so Brutus isn't anything to scoff at, that's for sure.
No, definitely goes for the activation. No, give him the chair!
Yes, no!
But she blocks!
Deny that V-trigger? Oh, doesn't matter. Flux still going in, dog. He's not deterred. See, she's still in the background. She's still coming in. Anti-air? Brutus. Getting smoked. That was
such an unfortunate situation because that running EX punch is still mad punishable, even if there's a chair coming. Okay, both players vying for position here. That was insane. That was so much fun. I love this game.
Yeah. I love these big characters like Abigail coming through and just being mad goofy with, and trying to watch other players maneuver around this character's buttons and what he can do is really fun. It's a treat.
It is.
Ooh,
okay,
nice
this time a second
there.
That's the answer. All right, now
Yeah,
has the corner
hit
position here,
smart.
catches Flux.
Yeah, and he's still got plenty of meter to play with, and he's gonna get stunned too, so that will allow him to close out this round.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. One of the problems I feel like in this matchup already that you see is a lot of the easy checks off the light buttons right here. Just swinging them light buttons to anti-air and check the neutral. Abigail's neutral better than Mika. So the game plan is what it always is with Mika. Get into the corner and rock that, but no punish on that bad splash.
Which is super unfortunate for Brutus because if you actually block that air mix-up, you've got to punish it. But now Lady Mika's, low forwards, and Nogarremi calling the shots next. Let's go.
Yeah, and this is what you have to really see in this matchup. When Brutus is able to get that slow start to the round and really start getting his own control over the match, it looks super good. But the big EX command grab here, that's going to stun, and that's going to allow Fluxwave to really see, turn up the pace of that match, really get what he wants going in terms of putting Brutus into a corner and mixing up between dashing and jumping and roundhouses. Everything like that is super important when stacking up the mental fortitude of Brutus here, seeing how much he can hold on to and react to at one time.
Yeah, I think, again, this proves why Fluxwaves is at the top of the circuit right now. His ability to manipulate a player, or even a character, I should say, and kind of make them do what he wants. And that ability to adapt. But, man, Brutus coming in, nice parry there, working out in his favor. But, ooh.
Nice jumping. Yeah, off the fears. In the corner's not where you want to be. It don't matter who you are. When Mika gets you in the corner, it's looking long. Damn, the jump ins right here are coming hot and heavy, dog. You gotta watch the skies. Watch your dome. EX connects. The activation keep things safe.
Gravity.
But this all where it turns around, dog. Touch the sky, look at your fly. Try to go for the parry, the bait.
And the command grab to close it out.
Yeah, you know, Flux really not taking any of the baits, just sitting there, finding his own command grabs, making Brutus really pay for these big heavy reads that he's taken. So let's see if Flux can kind of keep up this pace where he's, you know, really challenging Brutus at the right times. Nice anti-hit.
Yo, here comes the command grab, big loop city.
Let me get that stun.
Oh,
Let me see that stun. There you go. Talk to him for a second. That's gonna increase the
drop
damage.
the combo.
He did get what he wanted, dog. You can't do it twice, dog. It ain't that nice. EX connects on the wake up.
Activation.
Level 2.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong
More
bar.
for the stun. The chair's coming.
Oh, man.
Yo, armored the chair.
Slathered and lather, baby. Slathered and lather. Let's go. Brutus staying alive, and you see that's the problem with this matchup in some ways. Having to kind of cycle between V reversal and having V trigger, which is such a deterrent for what Mika wants to do, is the name of the game. But I like that crush off the sweep.
Yeah,
It's super
going in,
unfortunate,
that's
so
a big grab. Oh. Go on,
I was just gonna say
Thomas.
we saw the reaction with the mic drop to the sweep in the very first match, but Flux has not been able to time it since. That's all. Mix up City with the chair. Oh no!
Nice fadeaway.
Wake up.
It's over, baby. It's over.
The man somersault into it, pulled it through, evening things up. Brutus looking pretty nice.
I love that clumsy roll that Abigail does. When he does his sweep, it just looks like he's like trying his best to get that roll kick going. He's like, I believe I'm a wheel, and I believe in the roll right here. It's just so close. It looks like a child trying to roll, like a 6-year-old trying to roll around. It just reminds me of that.
I believe I can clip your heel. Think about it every night and day. Down roundhouse and roll away.
Why wasn't this on your reel?
I don't know. I just like to sing sometimes. All right, look at this loops plus frames.
Yo, he
Ooh,
dodged the V reversal with the flip. Yo, that was godlike, but still locked in the corner.
Yeah, going in with a side switch. Ooh, this is unfortunate right now because Brutus is building up a lot.
Yeah, you saw the attempted anti with that crouch fierce, but Flux was already in there with the jump fierce, making him pay big time going up around here in game number 3.
I wonder how forward fierce would work out in that situation. Like, instead of just going for these light touches and crouch fierces, which are more predictive, maybe forward fierce would work out a little bit better, but I'm not 100% sure. What I do know is that there's EX, and that's going to get some more corner carry, and Flux Wave's trying to get to that win condition, putting Brutus in the corner.
Yo, the EX was on reaction. No setups.
Missing the grab though. Very unfortunate there for Flux Waves. Now Brutus can kind of keep this corner pressure going and force Flux. We've seen that before too.
Oh, chair's coming.
Back fierce?
Nope.
EX? You're still alive. You're still going. It doesn't matter. Oh, God. He just keeps
Yo, he
trying.
almost got a death combo off that chair.
Yo, Chris Carter.
EX, one more hit anybody's game on the way. Come on, command grab. Go back to bed. Go back to bed.
Did he just give him
What's
the
on his
Brutus?
Miko.
What is that?
The
What
guy
was the name of that
wake up.
sequence? I love how like Flux was like, dog. If I just keep, I'm gonna keep mashing this medium and this light, and I'm gonna get that hit, dog. You don't have armor for days. The armor's gonna run out, and I'm gonna get what I want. We're almost to that reset point, that reset game point. That's where Flux is at right now. Bruce has to stop him right now. This is goofy. This is on some goofy stuff, but I love it.
How terrifying is it to know you have to be afraid of a woman running up behind you with a metal chair at all times? At all times,
That's
she's
painful.
coming to reverse it.
Yeah, well, you saw that fear and Brutus cancel into the EX Abby punch for that hit of armor, but it just didn't last long enough, and that's now put him down 2-1 here, and game count locked in this corner now, and Flux looking good here on the perfect. No, got clip commentator's curse.
Maybe.
Yeah, but manages to pull through there for Brutus. Kind of going in, keeping this pressure.
Go for that Abigail punch and put him at a good distance, too. I like that, but until he dropped down to the ground from that wingless right there, EX edition. I like that as an anti-air, by the way. He's been really good about catching those and catching him with the crouching kick.
Abigail comes to the ground so slowly that I almost feel like Fluxwave has extra frames to react. Uh-oh, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're dead.
Even Abigail, big boy health. Not enough.
No, Brutus help Reacher. This is gonna put it for reset point here for Fluxwaves if he can pull this off. And man, Brutus is looking a little mild on the spice factor.
You need to turn up that heat, dog. You need to put a little bit of flavor on it, my friend. Looking like buttered noodles out here, dog. The crush on the wake up, try to press something, and you see Flux at that right distance has been mixing up also his jumping options. He'll do medium on the ground and then going for the jump in fierce. CFN, dog. Let the snow calm down a little bit out there. They go
Just that
play
metal
through it.
antenna on top of your Wi-Fi. Just push it around. Take the wire hanger to it, stick it out the window.
I mean, it's
only
that
have to turn off the
Canadian
Netflix.
internet, right? It's so cold, the packets and the wires are freezing.
Right.
I just imagine like just little packets of whatever, and they're just all like frozen in a tube. That's Canadian internet. Let's go.
Yo, somebody give these packets some coats. Give these packets some coats.
Warm them up a little bit. Ooh, the medium. Careful though. I know Brutus wants to get that back fierce on that counter hit, get that Oki going, put him in the corner with a lot of bar to work with. Anti-air, Brutus, you can back off here and let him come to you because you got the lead.
Yeah, that's kind of his approach here, and Fluxwaves took that approach to get out of the corner, but still getting clipped in the legs, getting some good damage. But now the dash go coming in, Joe. I like the flip to avoid it, but still getting caught. Now you gotta guess.
No.
Stay down, Brutus. Stay down, Brutus.
You need the hit.
Stay down.
You need the hit.
Yo, second chairs in.
No!
Oh, no!
Brutus!
Very
Oh!
close. With a second to spare, Brutus pulling through that round. Doesn't want to get the reset.
Brutus.
The flux. Man. I was gonna say he had the life lead too, so he could have played it defensively, but man, he
that side switch was the problem. Was like putting him in the corner. He was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta do something. I gotta hit him back. I gotta swing just like that." Brutus is sitting on a lot of life, but this can always be lost at any point. He has to check the approach. That's what Mika's problem is in this matchup. Regardless, doesn't have many ways of approach that can't be checked by the long, lanky limbs of Abigail. Until this happens, the dash
right
command grab.
Loop-de-loop.
In a corner.
Okay. Gets him with the DDT, coming in hot. Gets the tick command grab. Big stuff coming from Fluxwaves. I like that view reversal. Doesn't want to hold the frames. Again, though, view reversal.
I like the view reversal right back. Keep him locked in this corner. Don't give him any space to breathe.
Ooh, nice little anti-air there. Trying to find his way out, but the V reversal is real, and that gray life definitely hurt. Ooh!
The wake up EX command grab.
Oh my
I knew what he was doing.
God.
I Brutus. The smart stuff off the ground to avoid the throw as well. V reversal though, Brutus still in a prime position to take this. The jump in EX
the
connects.
reset.
Anybody's game right here.
Grip him again.
Reset point Fluxwave.
This
Reset point for Fluxwave with that command grab. Gets it done. And I feel like Brutus was on the verge of taking. It's just these small moments where he's second guessing himself. He's saying, "Did I leave the stove on for a second or whatever?" And Flux is in. He dashes in. He can smell it, dog. He smells the hesitation, and he gets his win. That's how Mika players play anyway.
Yeah,
Quasimodo in the chat saying it's just like my drawings. This is just like my drawings.
It is just
That's
like
only the
my drawings.
reality. Reset point.
I was gonna say, I saw Spaceboy mentioning in chat though, the idea that Geef is a little bit better than Abigail, and again, I mentioned this at the start that Abigail has such a large hitbox that Mika can really take advantage of that, especially with her command grabs and kind of keep this pressure going. So I'm curious if we're going to see Brutus go with a character switch. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
See,
Switch out of Brutus?
Wait.
that's
Is
the
that
problem.
legal?
See, that's the
Can Flux-
reverse.
Can Flux do
but
that because of the reset?
even if you thought
Fuck it, it's legal.
There's a reset.
Let
So
it
it's a brand
rock,
new set.
baby.
He's allowed to change characters, first of all. Second of all,
Okay.
Let's go.
Flux
That's
read
why I
that
asked.
Brutus was going to switch to Zangief.
He knew. Well, I think after that match, like, you definitely like, dog, I'm switching, and that's the smart stuff from Flux.
Yeah.
That's also the reason why he probably didn't go Geef in the first place, because of this matchup right here. That's absolute pain city. If we're talking about 7-3s in Street Fighter 5, there's not many, but this is definitely close to damn one right here. OG on also with the Party 16. Enjoy, take a seat, because you're about to eat a treat. This is a big amount of damage from Brutus.
Oh my goodness! But look at this
Nice
V-Skill
backdash there
2,
on the
V-Trigger 2. So here's the thing with this V-Skill V-Trigger pick. You know that Brutus knew that the counter pick was coming as well. Running bear grab command resets. Plus frames, don't jump. Here comes Brutus. EX!
Caught him down in the corner.
Woo!
Not enough one
Look
touch.
at that
Yo,
stun.
again.
The
You never go
one,
for a single
two,
scoop, it's always a
three
double
did
scoop.
him.
We're not on a
And if
diet.
you're feeling an
We're
extra
during
fancy,
COVID
you do
season.
great.
I'm wearing sweatpants today, dog. Let me get the double scoop. Let's go. No diet during COVID. I'm treating myself every damn day. Interrupts the EX.
Yo,
That's
you
unfortunate
dip
right there.
those-
And
Do you dip
Flux,
those cones in
anti-air.
chocolate?
Oh hell yeah! You know we definitely treating ourselves. You can't treat yourself without the dip. You know.
You know,
Oh,
and
shit,
Flux is definitely
Maximus Waximus in the
treating
chat.
himself to
Rush
an
downs in the chat.
all-you-can-Zangief
Brutus is
buffet.
Cruz here.
Got a lot of people coming through. Neutral
Oh,
jump.
you can
It's a
Zangief
perfect.
buffet
The
right
Gucci
there.
baby. Let me see that lemonade. Flux. This is the problem right here. This character just disallowing what Geef wants to do. Runs into the knees, but not ashy enough. And a little bit of lotion on those. Flux actually going with the aggression, and this is the character that is a zoner, by the way. She's a zoner, by the way. The pressure, the zoning. Oos.
The damage, to be real, and the stun that she gets to rack up is also kind of crazy. But right now, Brutus in a rough spot, life deficit, trying to get in close, and Flux was just holding up. No, this is the worst option. He gets Oki off of this. He gets a setup
Gosh,
here.
that damage
just
is
backdash.
ridiculous. It always surprises me the damage those command grabs do. It's always
Yo, my
more than I expect. And that,
Catch up.
beautiful cross up there.
Oh, he's running the.
Oh
yeah,
my
I didn't
God.
see that
He had
V-trigger to
V-trigger.
the does it down.
Yo, that jumped!
God damn. Puts the bear down to the ground, dog, like a circus act. The Barnum and Baileys like that. Brutus putting down. That's unfortunate. Flux. This was the pig, dog. You go Geef. I'm going with poison. The toxic stuff.
I can't believe the amount of air command grabs coming out of both of these players. I can't believe it. I can't.
But
Now,
a
I'm wondering.
quick back to
Am
the
I the-
lobby.
Am I the only one
Yes, I'm
wearing
wondering if
hard
we're gonna
pants
see the-
on this call right now? Am I the only one?
Actually, okay.
I just want to know.
You're not.
I'm wearing.
I am.
I'm wearing jeans.
Okay, that's what I'm wearing. Those are hard pants. Hard pants are anything
But
that are
the
not
only-
pajama pants or sweats.
Right, but the only reason is because I had to take out my sub before this, and I didn't get a chance to change. So
All right.
Oh man,
okay.
I'm the
That's
only
the
one
only
sitting
reason.
here in my
Otherwise-
jammy pants right now.
Oh,
I'm
you're so
embarrassed.
comfy.
I-
No, don't be
I
embarrassed.
wish
You're the
I
one who's
could.
comfortable.
Yeah. It's like we're at a business meeting and you're chilling out. It was casual Friday, and we're the idiots
Right,
showing
right.
up in our full suit and tie, sweating out here. And Flex is just like, y'all didn't read the damn schedule.
This is like, yo, do y'all get the memo? Because Cashew Fridays, y'all. Cashew Fridays.
Casual Thursdays. Come on.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, we are seeing
time
this
is
swap to Abigail.
does not exist.
Time is a construct, just like frame data. Yo, look at these up whips. Back to the neutral.
And so this is something that
This
Abigail
matchup still
kind of has
sucks.
going for him in this match as well, where he can kind of run, get that one hit of armor to start closing some distance here, but Flux is not letting any of that happen, just backing up out of range every time.
Right.
Okay, but
Yeah,
But here's the
activation
deterrent right
now
here.
from
V-trigger.
Oh, sure.
We all had ideas on that one. We're like, bro, activation,
Yeah.
V-trigger, Abigail, Fun City right here.
Only fun for Flux Waves there, and he's able to close out that round.
Round two. Fight.
Uh-oh.
All right, but finally,
connects,
big
back
opening here
ears.
for Brutus. Early corner, gravity still works.
Yep.
Had to check, sometimes a little different,
Ooh, and this stun. There's a lot of damage here.
Oh, the perfect.
Right back at you. Brutus.
Can we talk about
Big
how
boy
the
Brutus.
sound effect to bring the perfect on screen was perfectly lined up with the finger flick to the forehead? That was godlike.
Perfect. With the flick to come down like that. Yo, let's go. Yeah, I definitely feel like you have to be a little bit more aggressive right here if you're Flux Wave. You can't be on the back foot too much because that kind of whip, kind of zony doesn't really work. And right here's the connection. Oki time, hold this EX.
Yo, the rainbow connection. We're in the corner.
Man, someday we'll find it.
Yeah, the V reversal out of there. I like that answer, and a great counter back into the neutral now. Brutus with the zone activation.
Brutus is divine one hit right here. One good confirm off the crouching mini kick. It's over.
Yeah, but you have to remember Flux still has that super sitting on deck.
Yo!
Got him.
He's gonna blow through the arm. Parry!
Oh,
let's go! Brutus! Big churning out here. Big boy churning, dog. He will be fulfilled. He will be fulfilled. This does walking away fully fulfilled, baby. I'm telling you. Brutus.
My man's
making sure it's creamy out here.
on the dryer, feeling those vibrations.
Is that EX run only?
He's hanging out with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
What a call up from Brutus, though. Using that parry and the flip at the right distance. Also, that heavy kick, I should say. Max distance. Brutus staying with it. And this, the matchup is difficult because Flux has to come in, but the deterrent will always be V-trigger and also the parry and the damage this character can do. Can get it done. And if you're Flux, you can't get hit. You got to be careful about what you throw out right there. Bruce was like, dog, I see the bar at the bottom. I know what you're trying to do, and it won't work.
Now, I am curious if we're going to constantly see this character switch back and forth. The counter pick to the pick. Went back to the Mika again pulled out from Flux here. So it's going to be interesting to see where this kind of sends us if we're going to see this concept.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like this constant counter pick players have reset. Hey, it's coins in the chat. This is the reset. They're both in losers. This is the last round. Last go.
They're both losers.
Yeah, last go round.
They're both losers, but only one winner.
They're both losers. Coins.
But right now, Brutus is actually able to keep the distance here. I say that. Commentators curse the second time. Big jump in there from Flux, but Brutus getting out, punishing the whiff command grab.
Yeah, I like the use of the jumping fears from Flux, right? Abusing some of the bad hitboxes here and there from the Abigail stand jab anti-airs, but still have to be respectful. Back to the neutral. Here comes the EX run, though.
Ooh, nice whip punch on the slide.
Nice.
You definitely got to get better about that, dog. Flux only that one good conversion to get the job done. Crouching mini kick into whatever he would like. An EX Abigail punch will get it done, to be honest. Speaking of EX,
excellent conversion off the medium punch, and now the V reversal just backing it up, calling the second chair, and he gets in.
Oh man, but misses the throw there. Brutus just needs one more hit to be dead.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Or not to be dead.
That's when your heart skips a beat a little bit. Mika jumped at the perfect range, and you're like, oh my goodness, is Flux Wave gonna do it? And then Brutus just crouched like he's like, all right, good job.
This is what I wanted. Nice EX connects, and now using the EX again. Touch the sky, looking extra fly, dog. Didn't get the counter. No big deal. I like the cancel right there into the plus frames. Flux.
Hey, there we go. There's the release.
Oh, don't be in the corner.
Oh, that could have been a
swing and
tricky
a miss there on
situation
punishing
there
the splash.
Yeah. All right, activation time. The chair is coming. Take a seat.
Yo, he tried to command grab too early.
Medium punch. The crush in the pickup. Flux getting duffed in the face. You heard that? You heard that glass shatter, dog, like it was a car wreck. It's looking like a car wreck right here for Flux. He's got to be really careful about what he chooses because he has to stick with this next choice, right, guys and gals?
Yeah, whatever Flux picks here is do or die for him. So whether it's going to be, Poison, Manat, Mika, or if he decides for whatever reason to go for it, the Abigail mirror match. I mean,
oh my God, please give it to us. We need it. We need the vroom vroom. I need the vroom vroom.
Car on car violence.
Yo, car to car. We're going car to car. Oof. Let's go. I'm trying to see. It's a monster truck rally. Thursday. Witness two cars crashing into each other, American style. Thursday. But we probably won't get that.
You won't believe what happens. The Crushinator versus Vroom Nation. But instead we're getting poisoned.
Yeah, it's
back to the point.
Yeah.
Fluxwave got right out with this.
Yeah, Abigail Poison the second time around didn't go terrible for Fluxwave. It actually came down to the wire. There was just that one good parry that Brutus had there at the end with the excellent punish lined up. But we're seeing Flux getting right back into it. This perfect whip game, not letting Brutus get anything started. Punish the throw as well.
It's time to play.
Man,
This is where it starts.
there.
This is where actually might would have been where it ended.
Oh,
Why would you jump back? Oh no! You don't want to be here.
Yeah, a little bit of a slip.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Caught him jumping
Stuck
again,
in the
gripped
corner,
him one
you're
time.
gonna get. Yeah. All right, the B reversal try to get
There we
out of
go.
there. Nice jump over, closing out the round.
Finally, the jump
Staying
forward. We saw him,
alive.
like, jump back 2 times, didn't work out. Jump forward 1 time, and he got out.
That's the danger right there. You miss one of those, that would have been a wrap right there. Good crush though. Flux getting the pickup, using the whip hit, the Millie Rock throw up and down the block you go, and the EX connects. And this is a lot of plusters that my man had to hold right there. And you see Flux just backing off, saying, "Dog, I wish you whiffed something." Good V reversal too.
Yo, he's still taking throws
Yeah, right.
there.
Oof. But Brutus eating a lot of damage right now. Flux sitting very comfortable, but again, yeah, Abigail's a big boy, and it don't take a lot of hits to really dwindle down that health.
Yeah, but V-Trigger on
EX
deck. He
runs.
tried to get the activation there, but finds it on the sweep.
Whoa!
There you go.
Oh,
Out the V reversal.
again.
Does it again. Do it again. This time, trying to base something out. Medium punch, reset, EX connects. The V trigger, the crush. Actually, I should say
Ooh,
crush
you
with a
should
car
either jump,
crash.
press, anything. All kinds of comfortable. We're 1 round apiece.
Yep, tournament
This is
point right
tournament
now,
point for Brutus.
sitting comfortable. Yeah, I was just about to say tournament point right now for Brutus. He's sitting pretty comfortable to take this if he can make that magic work a second time. But Flexwave's going into this next round with full meter, lots to play with. Ooh, and a great
Finally
jump.
dodged that run throw.
Been hit with that so many times, dog. You gotta relax a little bit. Dash up, activation time, for the plus frames. Brutus with the tech to stay alive. EX connects, touching the sky, dog, scraping the ceiling. Get the gum off of there.
Yo, he said vroom vroom, drove straight into Fluxwave, still driving straight into him, trying to get anything going here. The nitrous has been activated.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Jumps right back in the corner. Why? It don't matter. He's good.
Yo, let's go!
Oh, the man wasn't even
Poison!
One more hit to do it. Brutus will be your champion of this week's Digital Havoc Street Fighter V. Big boy will be fulfilled. Big fulfilled out here with a creamy gameplay out here. The smooth, creamy gameplay that is Brutus. Damn, Brutus done did it. Congratulations to Brutus from
top away. Just
That was-
slapped it
I
away.
didn't know
Get
you
it
could
out
do
of
that.
here.
Just talk about a great
Brutus
answer to
popping up
that
in the
too,
chat.
you know?